back, adventurers. My name is Eli, the Game Master. Last we left off, the group had appeared on the deck of a ship called the Paradox, an airship captained by a Ling ghoul. His sexual orientation is not important, but he could be a bilingual. Are we keeping that?
How many languages does he speak?
Oh yeah, that's in.
Cannon. The ship does have cannons. The flying airship, the Paradox, captained by the lingual. This is a great start. This is the best we've done so far.
All right, we're gonna start again.
Captain Grath.
No, it all stays in.
It's all staying in. Captain Grath. On the airship, Taris, Dr. Tone, and Perry had appeared. However, Damon and Ragnar had appeared upon the limb of a massive tree that was the mirror image of the great tree from the material plane. There, they encountered some odd dealings. One with Ragnar, the other with Philistopheles. After which, Ragnar had gifted Ragnar some new abilities, and Damon had made some deals. After which, they were confronted by a nightmare dragon, one not as large as the one that Perry had seen in his vision, but still a formidable foe just the same. Captain Grath seems to have some kind of interest with this dragon, had flown up, and now a battle had ensued, and we will jump directly back into that.
Nice.
Perry, if I remember correctly, you got acid breathed on the last round.
Before I backed up.
It was
and
the
then
previous one.
I fire breathed and destroyed the bindings that was holding the dragon.
Yeah, you did. So now the dragon is no longer grappled. As you had done that, the dragon breaks itself free. You see a rope kind of zip past you, unfurls over the edge of the ship as Taris zips down the length of this rope straight into battle, provoking an attack of opportunity from the Nightmare Dragon.
Not ancient.
No.
But it is esoteric.
Oh,
That will hit Taris,
ABD.
because it's almost impossible for it not to hit Taris.
IDK?
Doing max damage.
Oh.
Oh, Terrence is on the hurt mode. He's going to try to maintain his
Quick.
grip of the rope.
Get the paddles ready.
He is not.
I had an epiphany the other day driving home.
He's going to fall directly here. He is going, as a free action, make a knowledge check.
Oh, that's wise.
He is, and he's going to expend
Intelligent.
2 of his inspiration points to give him mad bonuses to understand what he's looking at here.
Oh, that's wise.
Boom! 18 on the dice, plus so many things. He knows exactly what this is.
38.
As a swift action, he is going to study it, and in doing so, he is granting all 3 of you there on the ground a +4 to your next attack against the adult dragon. This only lasts, the Nightmare Dragon. This only lasts for 1 round.
Use it wisely.
So Taris slides down the rope, takes the hit, hits the ground. He goes, "Its underbelly is a weak spot. Ow. I'm gonna lay here for the rest of
I
combat."
just look over him. You good, buddy?
It was.
Top of the Inish, Ragnar.
Oh, yay.
As
So I'm currently being grappled by Damon.
Well, I did long enough to move you back. I don't think I would hang on to
That's
you.
how the game works, buddy. So
If you couldn't move him as a free action, you could have let go. But
I thought it was just combat maneuver to move him back away.
yes,
part
But
of
that's
the grapple.
not what was.
yeah, but you
stated.
grappled him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
So,
when he
you
goes to
didn't
break
stay.
free,
Yeah.
So I'm grappled.
Mm-hmm.
when he goes to break free, you can't just say, "I willingly let him go."
That's the thing.
So I turn my attention to you. You have my undivided attention. This is twice. What do you need?
We could have gotten away from here. Go get it.
I ready in action to attack him as soon as he lets me go.
Okay.
Attack him?
Yes.
Attack Damon?
Yes. With my fist, specifically.
You won't punch him.
Oh, yeah.
You take any other actions?
No.
Okay, great.
You get a +4 to that.
Damon.
Oh, I'll let go of him.
Go ahead, Ragnar.
Well, I guess only towards the dragon, right?
What do you mean?
The +4.
Yes, the +4 is only towards the dragon.
I'm so glad we're using that. buffer. Thank
So that's 2060.
Yeah, that hits me.
Is it just a?
you. 1d4 plus strength.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh no!
11.
Jeez, criminy.
So, when Ragnar says that to you, you're like, okay, and you let go, and he just kind of jabs you in the face, and you're like, ow! By the way, you are still smiting the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Do not interfere with me again.
Back off, Goopy.
And I will.
That was your action.
It's my turn.
That was it.
Yeah.
Move.
No, you
That was
can't.
your
This is my
action.
turn.
You would have
Oh, yeah.
you would have had to have moved on your turn.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
You could have.
Blood poured to my nose. We'll talk about this later. I take a free 5-foot step.
You can
up
move
the dragon.
anywhere. It's the same trick that he made to move you. It's fine. For those who don't know, I put your grappling button. I know too much about that rule. Too much.
You said
38.
It's all full.
My first attack.
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
Wow.
What are the
Jeez.
odds of that?
Yes, touch it again.
Amos, sweetheart.
Destroy everything.
The
can't
smallest guy
reach my-
causing the most destructive
I
damage.
can't reach my die. What?
Do you have?
We're all aware. You didn't have to explain
Do
it.
you need another d20?
No, he's fine.
Nat 20.
Facts.
Red threat, roll to confirm.
30.
It confirms.
Okay.
Disminded opponent.
You don't deserve this kind of dice left.
I'm like, fine. You want to kill this thing? Let's kill this thing.
That's what I want.
Rolled minimum damage on the first attack.
Ragnar comes back out of rage. He's like, I was just encouraging you.
So that would be for the first attack.
The not crit.
14 damage on the first attack.
The confirmed crit. Where's my damage?
36 on the second attack.
Wow, literally add 4 more to what you did and then double it. It's all you had to do.
Okay. That's
Is it attack and damage that +4? Or just to attack?
Just to attack.
Okay.
Oh, and then, yeah, so yeah, definitely hit it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Turning, addressing Ragnar, as you step forward, you thrust into its underbelly as Taris, not Doctor, as Taris suggested. The blade pierces into the dragon's stomach. It roars out and rears back. Not super thrilled with what you have done here. Do you take any other actions?
Nope.
We will do no such thing, Briscoe.
What did he say?
Be nice to Amos.
He's nice enough for the all of us.
I'm confused.
I
Why?
know you are.
But why?
Why not?
That's a
Question.
Pokemon.
Why?
The dragon's wings shoot out to either side as he attempts a full round retreat. He bats his wings hard, air gusting over all of you as he begins to ascend up in the air, and Captain Grath's held action will go off as 2 of the cannons fire at the dragon.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes, two arms.
So ascending upward would only be half its fly speed, right?
they cost double the movement to go up.
Yes.
Straight.
Vertically up. Also a fly check, but I'm assuming this dragon could take up 5 and still get it.
The 2 cannon shot rip by the dragon, completely missing him as he definitely maneuvers out of the way. It's hard to fire a siege engine at a moving object.
That is
Fair.
As he ascends 100 feet into the air.
nice.
Are you standing on the edge of the ship?
I am.
That-
Well, I stepped back a little bit. like 10 feet back from the railing.
Okay, then you don't. He doesn't provoke. Well, he did full round. Never mind. Dr. Tone?
Was this the top of the initiative? We started.
No, we started at the top with moi.
The last thing that had happened
Was
is
that
he did
last?
the.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
you,
just so
The
you
last-
are a 10 on the initiative.
That's so unusual. I'm sorry.
I
I
was
was
like-
not used to that.
Like, may I help you?
Oh yeah, I rolled a 1. Sorry.
So he's 100 feet in the air
Oh, yeah.
with the 400 tree?
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Oh, yeah. So he's moving at half his speed
And moved 100
and
feet.
only did one movement. He didn't double move.
Right. I
I
am
hear you.
aware of the issue at hand. I go 40 feet that way up. Puts me 60 feet from the dragon. So it's a -4 to hit him with a touch.
Sure.
I'm gonna do that right.
You may.
Because I get a +4 from Taylor's, so this is just baseline.
Mhm.
Okay. I will be throwing a flesh-eating bomb at the belly of the dragon.
Don't do that.
I will all but do that.
Don't do that so hard.
Maybe not that.
Oh my.
Let's hope it's not that.
It's not great. Only a 13 to touch.
That will touch the dragon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds like me.
He's a little
Does the
easier.
dragon have any AC from like armor? Not natural armor. This is like he's wearing
natural.
3, 8, 11 points of damage.
Delicious. You throw the bomb. You hit the dragon just square in the chest. The bottle bursts open and you hear that kind of sizzling noise as it begins to corrode his flesh and roll over him. He roars out in pain, but he is much more concerned in getting away than combat. Do you take any other actions?
No,
This might be a dig moment, but you threw that 100 feet.
I threw it 60.
60.
So it's 2 range increments out of.
Sounds pretty near.
He is 100 feet in the air. He flew.
I
40
flew
feet.
40 feet at
Okay,
the
so that
diagonal.
was just a ding moment. Sorry, I was checking.
I thought you were saying for me.
No,
For
for
you.
me.
Yeah. Also, it was just for with a -4 if I
We're
was.
keeping each other honest.
It's what we do best.
27. It's my turn. Okay.
Yes.
27 to overcome spell resistance, if applicable.
Yes.
And I need a reflex save.
Yes.
This dragon's made out of reflex. Probably.
12.
Last one. Almost last one.
Wow. Notice how he just grabbed a new dice.
Nude dice.
A nude
Instead of
dice.
just
32 points of electricity
A
damage
nude ice.
as I lightning
Nude
bolt
ice?
up his booty.
Great. You chant, tone, you point. The electricity courses through you as it did again. The other crew member stepping away from you, like, stop that. As that cacophonous boom echoes out, the stream of electricity hits the dragon straight into the back. You all see its skeleton flash for a moment before its wings tuck from the rapid descent and it crashes back down onto the ground, or the branch of the tree, and you are all effectively out of combat.
Don't mind if I do.
So I land next to Taylor's and help him up.
Thanks, sir. He says that was all part of the plan.
Captain Grath? I have his light notebook.
The airship begins to descend.
I would like to join my friends, but I don't want to break our deal.
He
And
says,
there's still a lot of information I want to get.
as long as you're within eyesight, I'll allow it.
Okay, perfect.
The airship lands, and the crew member begin to disembark. And it seems they are like routinely doing this. It's like they all know their positions and their jobs as they begin to disembark off of the ship. What do the rest of you do?
I will end my reach.
How hard are you two? Like right
About halfway.
A little more than half hurt.
Oh, hold on. Before you tell him how hurt you are, I punch Ragnar.
Do it. Pretty dumb.
24.
Yes.
Is it in the 20s?
24.
Oh, it's a 1d4.
Did he roll a 12?
No, he rolled a d6.
I rolled a 15. Oh no, the d6. Yeah. I didn't know. 7
D15.
points of damage.
So I imagine you like, listen, I'm really sorry about that.
Exactly like that.
I don't say anything else.
I just cringe.
And we're all friends again.
So sort of take a bomb, twist it,
Well.
and just hand it to you. Say, hold this.
Hang on.
My turn, I get my
Hang
dagger out.
on. Hang on.
It
Hang on.
explodes.
Dang it. I was going to throw it at him.
Spicy.
Heck, damn it.
Man, y'all are on the
I'm
struggle
sure.
bus today.
7, 9,
9?
9,
12.
16 plus a 24. You get healed for 24. You get healed for
5.
11.
Okay.
Tavis also gets
That's
healed.
right.
Anyone in like a 5-foot radius around that bomb gets healed for that.
Oh, I got healed for Ragnar's punch.
Exactly.
I also realized I've been adding my wisdom to my heals, not my caster level. So they're much more better.
More small better.
Interesting.
The ship, as previously stated, lands. The boarding planks drop down, some of the crew members opting to descend via ropes. As they all gather around the dragon and they begin to reposition it, shifting its body over, Captain Grath says, "Chopper!" He yells out. You all see this hatch open on the deck of the ship, like the cargo bay hatch. Ascending out from it is this bronze clockwork servant. However, this clockwork servant doesn't have little legs that it skitters on. It is floating. It has a bright white base that is glowing, and it seems to hover off of some kind of magical field emitting from the bottom of it. It also has 3 arms that extend out. Each arm has some kind of horrifying bladed instrument on it. You would recognize these as probably surgical tools, but they're augmented slightly. It ascends out and it says, "How may I assist you today?" He says, "We have another one, if you will." The clockwork servant, Chopper, descends down and goes over to the dragon. Reaching over and with expertise, it begins to remove the head and decapitate the nightmare dragon in front of all of you. It's just, you see blood just kind of spattering on it. It's like, Grath says, "I would like to compliment you, gentlemen, on how good of a job you did dispatching of the nightmare dragon."
Could have been better. And I stare at Damon.
Also, hi.
Your timing was timely.
Thank the Captain Grath. This is Damon and Ragnar.
A pleasure.
Captain, I see you managed to catch our friends. I hope they weren't too much trouble.
They appeared on my ship in no trouble at all. I've actually been enjoying their company. It would seem, with the addition of you two, they will do well to repay their debt to me.
Debt? What debt?
I am shy 5 crew members because of them.
And because of the crew members, but
But
Fair.
you know, apples and oranges.
He looks at you like he's not willing to argue semantics.
Okay.
Look, we did not come here willingly.
No, very few mortals do. Chopper removes the head with a sickening crunch. He turns the skull over, and where the vertebrae enter into the back of the skull, he begins to reach in, carving expertly, and he removes the brain out from the dragon without damaging the skull. Captain, as you ordered, he extends it out to him.
Excellent.
He takes it.
Now, being part of my crew doesn't come without its benefits.
He extends the hand over. You see this odd-looking crew member step up. They are wearing what look to be rags and robes that you would see from, like, the far west, in that kind of desert-like garb. The robes vary in color from, like, a deep burgundy or a maroon color with tattered and white edges that have long since faded into kind of like an off-tan color. This creature steps up, and with long spindly arms and a second pair that is hugging close to its own ribs, takes the brain. You can only see the eyes poking out from the robe, with the exception of the fingers on its hand. As it takes the brain, it begins to chant in tone. Laying its spindly fingers on the brain, it focuses hard. And then suddenly you see the brain dissipate into a goo that rolls between its fingers and back down into the branch of the tree.
I know where its hoard is.
It says,
Excellent. We have a destination. We'll remain here for...
he looks over at Chopper. About an hour, sir. As Chopper is dissecting the dragon and setting off hunks of meat and bone into neat little piles.
Says for an hour. You, gentlemen, have earned a rest. You may board the ship or stay and watch. It's up to you.
Would this horde happen to be home to Sadra?
Do you ask him?
Says, unfortunately, I know very little about what's around. I only know where it is.
But it's possible.
I hope not.
You don't become an ancient esoteric now, right? You just idiots.
I mean, yeah. But these are all his offspring.
Yeah, and it was hard enough to kill on its own. Thankfully,
Wasn't
we
that
had a
hard.
giant airship.
And this one was relatively young.
Can we get back to
Back to, yeah, come on board.
becoming members of a crew?
Yeah, you just hop on.
Yeah,
Let's go.
they're cool. They're chill. The soup is
what are the
delicious.
details of this?
Well, because of your hard work, we know where the hoard is, and it doesn't go without its reward. That is detail enough for now.
It's totally fine. I trust him with all my heart.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm bored of the show.
Is that a true statement?
I mean,
For me, yes.
kind of. He's not actually been.
I'm gonna
distrusting.
sense motive on Perry.
I mean,
Despite
I'm not
everything,
bluffing. I'm being kind of funny. but I'm
despite
not-
everything
yeah,
he is, I trust him.
Maybe not all my
He
heart.
has a scary voice, though.
Yeah,
Don't be so racist.
And his lips don't cover his teeth.
I have
He's
seen
gonna be our
much
best
worse
man.
in my days.
Would I recognize a ghoul if I saw one? I guess I should. What's the knowledge?
They knowledge the planes. Or knowledge religion.
Probably knowledge religion would be better for me. Yeah. 16.
No, you have no idea what it is.
Oh, okay.
I hope.
To put it into perspective,
Well,
the crew members begin to package and wrap the meat and clean the bone and take it back onto the ship, just kind of like ants working on a piece of candy.
I'm watching Chopper, almost like someone appreciating another person do the same craft.
I would also imagine as you're watching him, you're just kind of like, there's no like passion, there's no soul. Like he's efficient, but
Like I've tried to ask one question 5 times, and I'm like, it's There's no point. He doesn't know why he's able to do the things he does.
If you talk to him, he would explain like what he's doing, but he would just be like, "This cut of meat does this. These bones are for this reason." But once again, it's not like it's because the captain told me to.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's more of, like I said, it's one person of the same craft watching someone else do that job. I'm like, that's neat.
Or an expert carpenter watching a machine make a table faster than him.
Yeah. Ain't robots stealing my jobs?
Well, the captain doesn't tell me to do anything else. I'm just gonna go on board the ship, airship.
I'll wait for Chopper to be done and kind of follow him.
I would like to roll a linguistics check.
On the journal.
Spend the hour gleaning as much as I can.
Are you looking for anything specific?
So this journal was his own collection of knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the plane
Mm-hmm.
and Sadrock himself? Or no?
No, just the plane.
Just the plane. Exit strategy?
To get out?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, piecing things together, just trying to...
Sure. With the time that you're spending on it, roll me a d4.
Because it might be longer than that, depending on how long travel is, but...
Well, I guess you would need to roll linguistics first to see if
Okay.
you're even successful. Okay.
Probably not. 31. Roll a 19.
Don't look at me, I don't know.
Someone steal my D4.
Yeah,
That would be a
you did.
very...
You have a giant crocheted bag of dice, and there's not a d4 in there? 4.
1.
1. So as you're reading through it, it takes you about an hour to get what you get. So that doesn't come into play until an hour after I tell you this. As far as an exit strategy goes, you would know that you would gather that there are very, very few ways to physically enter the dream world.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, it's a dream or it's astral projection or something to that effect. But to open a gate and get here is nearly impossible, which either adds emphasis onto how powerful Alaman was, or that place that you were in, for him to have done that and for you to be now here.
Mm-hmm.
To get out, however, there are a couple of ways. One way is with a tuning fork that is attuned to the material plane. Hit tuning fork, open up gate, go into material plane. However, the material plane is one of the most difficult places to get to from the dream world.
Oh.
So a tuning fork that is attuned to the material plane in the dream world is a very rare thing. If you were in the plane of fire or something, it'd be super simple if you didn't die.
Immediately.
The other way is through the tree that you are literally standing on.
Oh,
He does not go into specifics or detail into it, but he does say that the tree is connected to the material world and can be used to travel in between the two.
I feel like if we had a druid, that would be a very easy thing to find out.
You could make a long distance call.
It's not like this.
I like to use my left.
Hey, Menzer!
I need the 50-50.
Menzer!
It's not long distance, he's literally right here.
We're standing on top of him.
He's watching right now. Maybe.
Are you still less than half?
No, I'm barely over.
Amos, how hurt are you?
Still about half.
I mean, if you're gonna pulse, make sure I'm close too.
I have one more pulse left today,
Mhm.
so I don't want to use it right now.
Because he's not hurt.
I'm full health.
That's fine.
I guess I can channel again.
Manzeric is gone. There is no answer.
Also with that roll, I would also tell you that he has in detail, but you haven't read into it, has in detail described the different areas of the dream world, who runs them, and what they do.
Everyone heals for 16.
Delicious.
How much?
16. And I feel like at that point my mutagen officially goes away. Which is a second.
Hey, Tay.
You helped.
Actively, though. Yes.
Real though. +4. That's not to sneeze at.
That's you. Bless you.
Stop it! No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, my back.
It is a heavy table.
It is a big table.
Tell me you're old without
I
telling
think
me
it's
you're
like
old.
300 pounds.
That's nothing for this guy.
Oh, the
Not you,
table,
yeah,
sorry.
the table.
I'm working on it, alright? Jesus.
Help you be Skippy.
Getting on board the ship, everything that I have previously described is there for you to see and marvel at, including the massive engines, the headpiece, so on and so forth.
Yes. And the magical clock.
So,
Yes.
how long are we part of this crew for?
Till our mission is done.
So we leave.
I like how you're answering his question you just got there.
Thought that was pretty obvious.
We signed. Did we contract
We did not contractually sign, but to be fair, we didn't murder 5 of his
that?
people.
To be fair, if we didn't, they were gonna murder us.
Fair.
So
I don't think pirates usually care.
self-defense.
So
We say all this in front of all the pirates around
For
us.
sure.
They don't really seem to care.
Yeah, it's probably normal.
Airship.
They is pirates.
They really do be that. Not even sometimes. Just all the time.
Yar har, yar har.
They are perpetually pirates.
that sounds like they're dead. Aren't dead?
Redid.
What did you read it?
Redundant.
Ow! It's getting more
This is
painful.
great content. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, the viewers are just like,
And
do you need a push?
Quick, drop another dragon on us.
Just dump the box.
Oh no.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I guess we all need new characters. not just you.
oh yeah, I need to start that
So...
for no apparent reason.
Tezos pushes. Let's go. All right. So we are going toward the horde of the Nightmare Dragon.
Correct.
That one in particular?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I inspect this device at the head of the ship?
If you would like to ask,
A little of both?
if you'd like to ask more details from the cloaked figure to know about where you're going and what you're doing, you may.
I'm spending an hour reading, so I can't.
That is noxious music. Sorry.
But here's the thing.
Ain't no thing.
The chicken wing.
But the chicken.
Stop.
Hey, got that thing.
All of you stop.
Then start.
I'm allowing you to role play, but you're all just like, we don't know what to do without the DM.
Yay! I rolled and then played.
I punch Ragnar again.
But I want to act it out.
Two for flinching.
I commandeer the ship.
I
What?
comment on the ship.
So after they dissect the dragon, move all the parts on board, Grath gives you have an hour to just stand there. Grath gives the order and the aircraft begins to take off and steer towards its location.
How are we going?
Questions about this device in the bow of the ship?
Okay.
One at the front.
Just what it was. I would ask a crew member, assuming one is using it actively.
In the front of the ship?
Yes.
No, no one is using it actively.
Then I would ask a more fancier.
There is a helmsman.
I would ask a fancier looking crew member, maybe the helmsman. This guy doesn't know nautical terms or anything akin to that, so.
So if you do approach the helm, the ship is being steered by a young woman. She has a kind of bright orange hair, like that of fresh copper. Her skin is abnormally pale, and her eyes are a brilliant green. She is extending her hand onto the flat surface of this device, and there is a sphere in the center of it that projects all of the surroundings around you in a certain radius. It seems to go for hundreds of feet out, but it allows her to see in a 360-degree view. As she moves her hands over the surface of the table, you do feel the ship react to it. As if there is no steering wheel, it is by this that she maneuvers the ship.
So, sort of walking up, I ask, first of all, identify what she is?
Humanoid.
Hey, thanks.
Copper-like skin and brilliant green eyes.
I'm
Yes.
surprised you didn't say, does she smell like
It's Lindsay
toast?
Sterling.
What?
Is she a bard?
Literally.
Well, someone is, like, going to town on the accordion, so...
Accordion?
According to
Yeah.
That's not a girl. That's Weird Al.
They see me mow.
What?
what is happening? Everybody's got this weird energy.
I forgot what shirt I'm wearing too.
Knowledge alchemy.
Oh?
I don't think you have that.
I rolled a 15.
They probably good.
Total?
Oh, yeah, 37.
37, you say?
Barely.
Good heavens.
Yeah,
It gets better.
You know everything about what she is.
she's out of your league.
This is an android.
Ooh.
Oh.
Which
Androids
number?
are superficially identical to humans in many ways, and to the uninformed, it can be difficult to differentiate between the two. In the right light, though androids' alien nature is revealed by the metallic sheen in their eyes and the biological tattoo-like circuitry that riddle their skin, she doesn't seem to have that. Their bodies are completely artificial, though made of materials that mimic the flexibility, shape, and density of human flesh and bone.
Neat.
Nobody is
I didn't want to.
nobody is entirely certain where androids originate from, but they can be they can deteriorate and become destroyed and regenerate from the previous, kind of like a phoenix from their previous remains.
That's why.
So, sort of walk up and is like, hello there.
Hello, she says, and like glances at you and then goes back to what she's doing.
The device in the front of the ship, what is its purpose?
She says, it is a soul collector, or more specifically, to collect the bound.
Bound for what?
Those that have been trapped, in the mist.
Oh,
She says, it absorbs them and uses them as a fuel source.
how many souls has it collected in the most recent journey?
She says, ever since the bound have been appearing onto the tree, we have collected. She pauses and thinks for a minute. 15.
Beep, boop, boop, beep.
How long have you served aboard the ship?
I have served here for about 2 years.
How long has the ship been in service?
I am uncertain. That would be a question for Captain Grath.
Of course. What is your plane of origination?
She says, I am also uncertain of that. I woke up one day and I was in the service of Captain Grath here on the ship,
Neat.
which would suggest she died on the ship.
Ooh, wee.
Well, I will not disturb you any more than what is necessary, and I appreciate your time.
You are welcome, she says very flatly.
What is your designation?
What do you mean?
Name?
Oh, she says, my name is Mia.
Thank you, Mia.
Oh.
I would look to see if I could talk to Grath. I don't know if he's busy or...
He is standing at the front of the ship.
I
and
would have just asked...
looking at what they're doing.
I would have just asked him. Yeah, so I would go towards Grath to ask him pretty much the same questions.
Mm-hmm. He would expound on that. He would say,
The bound, much like a soul, can be absorbed through infernal machinery. They can be used as a fuel source of sorts. This
He taps the little orb on the hull of the ship. Ding, ding.
Is a little trinket I picked up in my travels. It has fueled this airship for several years and will continue to do so.
There's a lot of infernal engine and weaponry here.
Yes. It's some of the best to make in all of the planes.
Yes.
A lot of people want to use different magics, but they lack the sufficient power to completely lift an airship of this magnitude off of the ground.
It is a good power source.
You need something more. I would have collected one of the souls while we were fighting the dragon, but they seemed to dissipate into the mist when frightened. It's hard to track them down. They're elusive, incorporeal, shifting to and fro amongst the mist, as if they can travel through it freely.
Can you not?
Not like they can. We can fly from A to B. They simply dissipate and manifest.
Interesting. You're a homeless person, Mia.
Yes,
How long have you had an android aboard the ship?
I've always had one or two. They don't last long. They seem to be lacking the kind of self-preservation that mortals like you have.
I kind of like mortal, maybe a bit of a stretch there. But conversations for a different day.
You also don't know how long he lives, or if he can die.
Or if he's even alive.
That might be why you roll knowledge religion to know what he is.
Just saying.
How? And the final question, and so someone else can go. It would be, how long has this ship been in service?
I've had it for nearly 10 years.
By the way, you've already read that information because it took an hour for you to read that and to dissect the dragon.
Nice.
So, yeah, you already know those things.
Years.
And how long have you had Mia in your service as your homeless person?
About 5 of those. This iteration of her, about 2.
That's what she said.
We did all we could to resurrect her previous form, but sometimes it's better just to let nature run its course. And I use that term freely.
Of course.
I'm doing a lot of self-reflection here of, recent revelations in my life. Yeah, if someone else wants to.
Yeah, I walk up as you're talking to the captain. Is that Captain? I appreciate your hospitality. However, I do need to know when we will be able to leave, because we have other concerns going on in our plane.
When you've paid off your debt.
Debt? What debt?
Well, your crew had killed 5 of mine.
And your crew was going to do what to them?
What they do best, their job. But that's irrelevant.
They didn't do it
Especially
right.
since I'm the one that's piloting the ship that you're on.
Yeah.
Captaining the ship.
Again, I appreciate the hospitality. What is required in this debt payment?
Well, I can place a gold value on my crew members if you'd like. Something that you could pay off.
Okay, such as?
10,000 gold. So 50 for the lot.
Let's see.
Exterminate.
Exterminate.
Exfoliate.
He had to, couldn't do it. Alternatively, what else?
Surprise me. If you do something worth that, I may see it that you leave peacefully.
That's how you acquire all your crew members?
No. Only those that owe me something. Most of them ask to be here. You're lucky to be on the Paradox.
We're not supposed to be here at all. But as you point out, I'm guessing most mortals you run across aren't here by choice anyway.
Most of them fuel the ship.
Huh. This place is creepy. I mutter as I walk away.
More fuel for the
He's
fire.
creepy.
He mutters as you walk away.
He's an odd sort. He's gone through a lot. Alternative payment. I sort of motion to the device. When was the last time you fueled the ship?
It had been a couple weeks. We're down to about a third of a tank.
So, is there a particular way to harvest? That felt weird. Harvest the souls and put them into the device?
Yes. They nearly have to be within 30 feet of the device. Once it's activated, it traps the soul. Some resist it, but very few. However, I am curious. I've never tried it on a living creature before. Only the bound, or wayward dreamers.
Well, usually the soul has to be separated from the body. It's a whole.
There is another way to do it. Nightmare hags, or dream thief hags, have a small little trinket that they collect. They use it to gather the souls of sleeping people in the material planes. If I were to collect one of those, it would hold a fuel source for much longer.
So, instead of 50,000 gold, if we were to find one of these things, and I'm sure nightmare hags or dream hags are probably commonplace here, would that be sufficient payment?
More than enough.
So that plus getting us back to our native plane.
I cannot take you back to the material world, but something that I can do is point you in the right direction.
That's better than nothing at all. That's what I pulled out of hand.
His abnormally massive hand curls around and his fingertips like meet onto the back of your palm as he shakes your hand.
We find such a item. It is yours for our to buy us back.
And a man's word is his bond.
I know that better than most. I kind of point to the horns. Is there anything I could be doing in the meantime? I am skilled at alchemy, potion making, that sort of thing.
I have something more hands-on for you to do. You should rest now until we get to where we're going.
Yeah. I've been through a lot.
I wonder what that is.
Sleep.
Sleep.
What is sleep like in the dream world?
That'd be knowledge of the planes. Or I could just tell you, because it's not really. So if a living creature is in the dream world and they sleep, they actually void of dreams. And they just have a restful and peaceful sleep. Because reasons.
Okay.
If you study the book, there are answers there, and that is important. However, if you were to just sleep, you
Does
don't
it feel
manifest
like
or do.
You still need 8 hours, or is it accelerated?
You do still need a long rest.
Okay.
Unless you have a ring that says you only need 4.
Your body still wears.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. To put it into perspective, the world is altered by dreams, not the individuals.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You are just here and part of it. The world is shifting and moving and
So
changing
even though the
constantly.
material plane is frozen in time at this moment, it was
Imperceptibly still not frozen.
right.
Yes.
Even while we're on this plane, we are still aging,
Yes.
or not?
Yes.
Okay. So when we go back, we will have aged.
Yes. You can roll me knowledge of the planes if you'd like.
Yeah. Curious. Also have
The DC is 20 because this plane of existence is a little more unique.
well, probably not. That's a 2.
You have plus 18.
Dude, you know what? That's a 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as far as you're concerned, when you get back, no time would have passed.
Cool. Neat. Also, while I'm reading, Kind of look around and see if anybody's paying attention to me, or if they're just kind of leaving me in the corner. Is anybody perceiving me? $25.
Doesn't seem so.
Then I will stealthily or sleight of handily, however you want to roll this, check on Wormy.
He is not there. What? Robbie looks up at you. Yeah, I was meaning to talk to you about that. It's a little roomier in here than before.
Where'd he go? How am I supposed to know?
Because you were there the whole time.
I sleep 18 hours a day.
But he sleeps 24 hours a day.
Not anymore.
There's no signs?
Hang on.
Do you leave a note?
Immediately gets distracted by something else and never returns.
About 20 minutes later, he's like, "What'd you ask?"
Any signs of Wormy? Where he could have gone?
Worm sign?
Yeah.
He comes back up, his eyes are bright blue.
I pooped in the corner, but no, I can't find Wormy.
Womp womp.
What would the Herald of Dreams do in the dream world?
I would assume anything it wanted.
I know. What? They took my pack, but they didn't filter through it.
I didn't see them filter through it.
Okay. I don't have any tracking ability or any. Okay.
Do I?
Do you? Can you track them?
I don't know. I'm your
Oh,
familiar.
okay,
You
you're
tell
my
me.
ferret. You're my ferret. You're not the DM's ferret.
Oh, yeah, I'm in charge here.
I didn't even level him up.
Who are you?
Bing.
He's still a level 1
2.
ferret?
No.
Oh, actually, he's a medium creature now.
Whoa.
Hello.
He's a small luck dragon.
He's a tiny luck
A
dragon.
medium ferret.
Oh, dude, he just grabs the couch and pulls it into the corner.
That's a 6 foot long ferret.
This is my couch
He
now.
has no tracking abilities. Oh, actually, he does. He has scent. Can you send him
Where would he had sent him?
Haha.
wherever he went?
Ah.
Indubitably.
Oh my god.
Stop that.
I guess it only sense his presence
Not necessarily.
Merry Christmas.
within a radius.
You can detect another creature's presence, but not specific
Merry
location.
Christmas.
You could do if there was a fresh trail,
Mhm.
it'd be a DC 10 on survival.
Oh, just a 9.
With a 5.
No
Wow.
bonuses?
With a +1. I rolled poorly.
You didn't level him up.
Does he not get bonuses? I mean, that's not one of his strength skills.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you level him, he has skills to allocate. Skill
They're
points.
automatically allocated.
Oh.
And survival is not one of them.
Yeah.
Now, if you ask how acrobatic he is, oh, that's a +22.
So it's a 10 for what?
To track a fresh scent.
Okay.
So it's not even fresh, though. But he failed.
He rolled a 5, so does he pass?
No.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Sorry.
I've got him.
26.
He's just sitting around and chasing his tail.
Plus 26?
+26.
Cool.
No.
And he can fit into any area that his head can fit into.
Yeah. He's almost as stealthy as me.
What?
Guy out.
Okay, if he's in this pack, I'll find him.
Yeah.
Might be.
I don't know. I would kind of stealthily, while nonchalantly reading, search about the ship. Just
Any
trying
more
to
specific?
blend in to all the areas, the crew areas, the captain's areas, all the things I'm not supposed to be in.
Roll me a perception check.
That's a 19. What's the number? The 34.
34. Roll me 5d6.
Need a total?
Yes.
9.
9. Within 20 minutes, as you're just kind of like, I'm just reading my journal, just.
I can roll a stealth if it helps.
Yeah. I mean, you would have to.
18. It's 27. Was that 30?
40. There you go.
5.
You're almost there. There you go. Barely noticed.
You move about.
At will.
Just
Yes, however, he's in a crowded area. So anything you're doing is in perception range.
Yep.
But generally, like, people don't really seem to focus on you or notice what you're doing as you're just kind of like, da, 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 da.
Cool.
You move below deck into the library room. As he's doing all this, what do the rest of you do?
Since I have no marketable skills other than swinging a sword,
And we appreciate you.
We
for
love
that.
you for that.
I try and find the first person who's willing to give me a task that doesn't require too much skill labor.
Oh, drop off the edge.
Whee! There are a couple of people that you can approach if you would like. There is a short, stocky Dwargar that is missing 2 of his fingers. Normally, Dwargar had silver hair. He has silver roots, but the ends of it are dark, or like a dark ashen color. Almost the same as his skin, but a little darker than that. He has burn marks on his face and on his hands, and he seems way too excited to be like moving about the ship. He's just like super full of energy. The other person that you take note in is that odd insectoid-like creature with the full robes. They are standing on the navigation deck and looking over the ship. They are doing absolutely nothing. There is another person that's moving back and forth. They are a drow. They are wearing very nice and prim clothes. It is the same drow that had served all of you at the table with Captain Grath. He has his hair pulled back in a tight ponytail. He's very clean, clean cut, well groomed, nice clothing, and he's going around and doing stuff. Where the other 2 seem like they have jobs. One of them is to observe, and the other one is to go around deck and be loud. He is just going around and completing tasks.
I approach him.
You may.
Diffidently.
You may diffidently approach him.
I'm not sure quite how to phrase this. However,
He stands almost 6.5 feet tall.
taller than I am. I'm not exactly sure what I'm expected to do on the captain while I'm here.
Oh, he hasn't told you?
No.
Well, your next task is to go with your crewmates into the dragon's lair to obtain the hoard.
I beg your pardon.
You have it. He says,
Just us?
yes, it's part of the initiation process. We're not entirely certain what is there because part of the spell requirements is to only know the location and the objects they're in, but nothing about traps or what other creatures inhabit the area. And with a tree of this size, where we're going, we're uncertain what may be there.
I see.
Yes, but you so deftly handled the dragon before that we have nothing but the utmost confidence in you.
Confidence. Great. Yes. Is this something you've done before?
Me? Oh, heavens no, I am not a fighter.
Is there anyone on this ship that has?
Oh, yes, all of the new crewmates have done something to this effect.
Who's the best at it?
The best?
Who is the most successful at it?
I would say that's a matter of opinion because there are a few people that never came back, so the people that are good at it are still currently on the ship. The one that obtained the most, however, in his was Boomgrowl.
Boomgrowl.
Yes.
I see. Could you point me in their direction?
He gestures to the Dwargar.
Ah. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
I approach the Boomgrowl.
He's got a like a ramrod with a brush. He's cleaning out the cannon, right, that had fired, and he is just vigorously just getting at it. Like, this is the most exciting thing that he's got going on in his life. And that gunpowder is just like rolling over his face, and you're like, oh, his hair is white. As he is just going to town on this cannon.
The Master Boom Growl.
That's what they call me. And what might now your name be?
I am Damon.
Damon, a pleasure to meet you, he says.
Take his hand.
He shakes like that whole like demeasuring contest where it's just like real hard.
Yeah.
And he's just like, pleasure to meet you. Welcome aboard the ship. He says, so what you plan on doing when you get to the Dragon's Hoard? How you gonna go about it? I tell you what I did. I walked in there with a keg of gunpowder, snuck it, the captain didn't even see it. I took the gunpowder in. There wasn't any dragons, but just in case. And I completely cleared everything out. There were traps, but not when I was done with them.
An expression of horrific realization starts spreading across Damon's face, and he's trying desperately to hide it. It's like, oh, I see.
Hey,
Was that your idea?
it was.
And what inspired that?
Oh, the explosion. It's so inspiring. Have you ever seen a keg of gunpowder go off?
I think I have.
It's the mounting, the mounting suspense as the wick begins to burn. That melodic hiss as it approaches the keg. And then that sudden and rewarding explosion, he says. Oh, it is a delight. I'll be able to show it to you. You want to take a keg with you? It might come in handy. Keg.
What did you do before you were on the ship?
This.
The explosives?
Oh, of course. He says, I actually came from the plane of Earth. My parents went to the plane of Earth to mine and to send things back to the material plane for the rest of my family. He says, but picks and hammers, they take too long. We ain't dwarves, and dwarves think they know everything. He says, we cleared it out much faster. We found gunpowder. We knew how to make it, and we knew how to make it good.
And was the captain satisfied with your results?
Oh, I had the most successful claim on the hoard that anybody else on the ship has had yet.
Were there any downsides?
Downsides? What do you mean?
Again, horrific realization. I just thought I'd ask.
Oh, it's smart. You're a big picture kind of person.
Trying to be.
Yeah, the only thing I know how to do is light and get away.
Is there anyone else who went with you on that?
No, of course not.
He's really good at one of those.
It was just you by yourself.
No, I'm sorry. You asked if somebody went with me. Yes, somebody did go with me.
And where are they now?
They're still there.
Oh,
Well, they're kind of everywhere.
I see.
I should have said something.
Like run?
Yeah. You live and you learn, you know what I mean? Well, if you live, you learn, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, I see.
It's an important word there.
I need to go have a talk with your captain.
Oh, you can do that if you want.
It's good to meet you.
Oh, it's good to meet you too.
Woo!
Okay, bye.
Finally, he listened.
Woo! Just silly salmon around the edge. I'm broken.
I'm just going looking for a room. Sit in.
There are quarters. Some of them are sectioned off with private rooms, but you see like the majority of the crew have bunks that they sleep on that extend from wooden post to wooden post.
I will look for an empty one and just sit there and wait.
One of the crew members points you towards an empty one. He was like, "It was occupied this morning, but you can have it now."
You're welcome.
We did that. That was me. I made that.
I
Anyway,
exploded him.
It's a lot of stabbing.
It was a lot of stabbing.
you get to the cargo area.
Yes.
And as you approach the cargo area,
Cargo boom.
you, with your stealth, reach over and you kind of like check the door, and it is locked. This has been aside from the private quarters, it is the only locked room you have come across.
Is there anybody in here?
Oh, there are a lot of people everywhere.
With my stealth and my picking abilities and my masterwork set. Stealth of 1 or 7. Okay. Stealth of 34. I swear that was a 1, but it was not. And sleight of disable device.
You may.
Net. 20. For a 42 total.
You realize the door was never locked. It was always on.
Oh, it was just a little kind of help him out right.
Sorry.
Little booty bump.
Push.
Not to take your net 20 powers away.
It unlocks. You feel like it shouldn't have, but it do.
I perceive for traps real quick before I turn the handle.
Roll me that thing.
Okay, let me remember.
I should have told you to anyway, but I didn't expect you to open the door.
Okay.
You should have known it was trapped to begin with.
So it is trapped.
Yes.
35.
Yeah, silent alarm spell.
But I didn't open it. I just
Correct.
unlocked it.
Yes. And also, if you would like, because I didn't do my job as a DM, if you want to pocket that for this specific door, you may. If you'd rather not unlock it now and pocket that D20 for a later date. Your skeleton key.
For that one.
Yeah.
How would you disable silent alarm? You'd have to magically
The dispel.
dispel it.
You can disable magical devices. Disable device works on magical devices.
Would I know the DC of that?
It's as if it's etched into the door frame and he just needs to scratch it out. If you screw it up though, it triggers the alarm.
I'm willing to try.
You may. One.
Oh, 25.
I'm also not familiar with the alarm spells. I don't cast them too often. So if it says in the spell, these are the deeds for it.
I mean,
It's
it's a
probably just-
low-level spell.
It's also
It is a low level spell, but a very useful one.
Yes. 25 to disable.
25. So roll me another stealth check.
Yep.
Or a sleight of hand.
Which one?
It'd be sleight of hand, I would say.
Do it without being noticed?
Yes.
32.
32.
Yeah.
You reach up and you just kind of like check, nobody's watching. You reach up and just as quickly as possible, and you mark through the arcane symbol. What you doing? You hear like right beside you.
Is it Robbie?
No.
Oh.
You see a halfling standing there. She is wearing just like a tattered red shirt with overalls over it. She is covered in grease and is holding a massive wrench, one that is just way too big for her tiny, tiny frame. She has real shortcut kind of auburn hair with that same smudges of grease in it. As she looks up at you, she has bright, inquisitive eyes, and even for a halfling, she looks very young.
Oh, just reading away, you know.
Yeah?
What are you doing?
I'm being an engineer, she says, holding up like the wrench, right?
Oh.
She says, I was working on the engine, she says, and Captain Grath has asked me to keep an eye on this door, and I was just curious on what you're doing over here.
Door. Oh, I was just leaning. It just seemed like a nice, comfortable nook to lean against.
Tell me that bluff.
Yep. Oh no. Oh no. It's not one.
Sounds like it may as well be.
2 away. Yes.
17? Yeah. She says, you're interested in what's inside, aren't you?
Well, isn't one always interested in what's inside doors?
She says, you know that's the cargo room, don't you?
Yes.
She says, it's full of just mostly dragon right now, actually. She says, it's going to be full of the hoard if you and your companions do your job.
Yeah, so I keep hearing about our job.
Uh-huh.
What is?
Your job?
Yeah.
Whatever Captain Grath tells you to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the hoard is our job.
For now.
What are typically in the hoards?
Money, she says.
Oh.
She says, gold that will be distributed amongst the crew members, and any rare magical trinkets will be used for the benefit of the crew or added to Captain Grath's collection. He's not necessarily interested in gold unless it can buy him something more.
He's interested in magical values. of
Yes.
items and such.
A collector is his.
Yes.
A collector of his notability is renowned where he's from.
I figured as much, being who and what he is.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. So, do you need any help down here?
She says, "Do you know anything about engineering?"
I've read a few books.
Robbie looks up at you.
Once.
Have you?
I don't know.
And she says, "Appreciate the offer, but because we didn't have to do any direct combat with the dragon, the ship is tip-top. I'm just making sure everything's running fine."
All right.
She says, "So how long are you going to be here? Because I'm not supposed to let anybody stand next to the door."
Okay, I could let's go decide to it. Good.
It would make me more comfortable if you were above deck.
It's so loud up there.
You can roll me a diplomacy.
I will.
That
One
20
nat
cents
20.
nugget.
That's a 17.
17?
I'm really just like, it's kind of peaceful down here.
She says, "I'm going to go check on a few things, and I'm going to come back in about 5 minutes. You promise you'll be gone?"
Yeah, I guess.
I would still say that's a bluff.
That's much better. 30.
She says, "All right, I have your word."
Yes, you won't even see me.
Okay. She says as she walks up. He's so trustworthy.
Visibility. How long does that last? Minutes per level? Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I go into the door.
You're on the door.
Immediately as soon as she's out of sight.
Stepping into the door,
Oh, God.
you see there are a couple things of note. Firstly, it is kind of a maze. When you step in there, there are stacks of boxes. Looking up, you can see the metallic grate from the deck, and you can see the light pouring in and the shadow of footsteps of figures moving over. And the area that you're standing in is this area. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 10, 15, 25 by 25.
Okay.
Yes. As you step into the room, you look around, there are just the giant leaky barrels of meat that are off to the side, the
Gross.
collection of bones that are hanging up. The skull is not there, you do know.
Okay.
It is not in this room.
Do I need to make perception for anything that is, or is it just obvious?
Oh, it's obvious.
Okay.
As you begin to look about, you do see that there is a vat up against the wall. This vat sits about 10 feet long and about 4 feet high. And it's just a long cylinder with 2 metallic clasps to either side to keep it locked in place. You do see it has a heavy base on the bottom that fixes it to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
This is not meant to move ever, anywhere, ever again. You can roll me Knowledge Arcana to identify what this is.
God, with the threes. The third 3.
3 for 3.
That'd be 21.
21, you said.
21.
I know a lot about Arcana. But not as much as I could have.
It's either a duck or it's not.
That's true. In this case,
Two
it's a
things in the
potato.
universe: a potato and not a potato.
You're right.
Did it meet?
Everything sucks. Anyway,
There's a 15%.
so this is an alchemical machine. This mimics the properties of Magic Jar, but it is not solely confined to the spirit or the soul. Solely confined to the soul. It can trap an entire living creature within it. This creature is suspended by like an anti-magic field and is unaware of its surroundings while in the vat. A creature is subjugated to this by being placed into it. The clasps come off and the back of it opens up completely, giving like a half cylinder. But the caveat is the creature has to fit into it, and the creature can make a will save once being placed into
I
it.
swear to God, if Wormy's in there.
And it is active.
Is Wormy in there? Oh, it's not.
You can't see
Translucent?
anything. No, it's just glowing this dull green.
Oh,
know
I've
what you
got
must
a bad
do.
feeling.
You know what you must do.
I will do. I'm gonna cast invisibility.
You must do it.
On myself. Is it trapped? Do I get tingly senses?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that is perceive the trap. 32.
So with a 32, you begin to kind of like look around and examine. Not that you can see.
I trust myself. Is it locked?
The machine? Yes.
I disable? Or is there anything around it that could help to unlock? Any sign of a key?
It's not a physical thing, it's a magical thing. So whoever put this in there is the only person that can magically open it.
Ooh. That's the hardest button to push.
That isn't to say that it can't be disabled, just without, like, breaking it.
Hulk smash.
Would it still be a disabled device check?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, going off of what you know about it, you do know once you open it, whatever's in there is going to be awake.
Yeah. I have the feeling it's wormy.
I feel like
It's either a squirrel or
this
it's
is
not.
gonna be the end of the campaign.
I loved it.
It's the end of the ship.
Immediately crashes the airship.
Because I think
It
I
was
know what
supplying
it
the
is.
power.
Oh, that's not what that is. That's not.
You don't know.
It's not a soul trap.
You literally don't know.
I literally do. I'm gonna try. Because where's the fun in not trying?
Are you telling me or yourself?
Myself.
I can only tell you the world that you're in.
Uh-huh. Do I need to roll a new character?
If you smash it open, yes.
40. 18. Roll.
You begin working on the machine, right? And like as you look at it, it's kind of complicated, and you look at the complexities of it, and you're like, I got this. You doubted yourself at first, but then it all starts falling into place, and you're like, I got this. I need a will save.
Oh no.
Oh,
I knew that.
girl.
I knew that. I'm a dummy. Okay. 23.
As you begin doing so, you see these runes form under you. You suddenly feel this gripping sensation on your chest, as if something like the you that is you, your consciousness, your soul, is about to be drawn from your body in its entirety. You immediately kind of like step back as you feel the "Gah!" and you stumble as the dissipates. You now that you've seen it, you may roll me a spellcraft.
Heart is like thumping.
This is not what you're supposed to be doing.
What's a rogue? What's a
33.
rogue?
No, I'm talking about his heart.
33
Oh, spellcraft.
spellcraft.
Probably.
Yeah, that does.
That does like
Yeah.
above level 9
Yeah, I was
spells.
about to say. This is a trap the soul seal. The area around the vat is trapped. If anybody except the person that placed the creature in there tries to mess with it, it'll draw the soul from the person that's standing in the seal.
So I was probably like 2 points away from having to roll a new character.
Uh-huh.
I love it. Okay, what's in there?
Also, with that, you would know that this specific trap resets after one round.
So I quickly look. Can I do that?
Oh,
Yeah.
you did not disable it. You were in the process of doing so, and it triggered. So when somebody starts messing with it, and it takes you a
Okay. Is it so it's physical contact with it?
Yes.
I know that about the spell, right? Physical contact.
It just, if anybody messes with it,
So even from a distance.
if you try magics to open it or anything from that effect, yes.
All right. All right.
YOLO.
While still invisible, what do I?
Go on.
I'm
Proceed.
Let me look inside my bag of holding for nonsense.
It is a handy haversack.
Correct, which is a form of bag of holding.
Which is a bag of ravioli fairy.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what he said. You are correct, Shane.
I know. I'm always right. Except when I'm
Roll me 2d4.
Why'd I put it back? 1,
2,
4,
3.
So in the moment that you were working on the machine, you know it took you 5 rounds. So that means that thing would have activated 5 times while you were working on it.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
My will's not great. I know where I'm in over my head.
We need to find somebody with goodwill.
Hey, Damon. Hey, Doc.
I don't even know if I have a soul, so whatever.
Oh, good point.
Oh, that tickles. Oh, goodness.
You're not real.
Perry, I need you to hurry.
Just like on his shoulders, like, you got this, buddy. You got this.
Can your mage hand not articulate?
So that's why any magical means to mess with it as well.
You also stated, because that's the part that threw me off. Mage hand is able to be done from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's on the vat itself.
On the floor.
In the area.
In the
It's
area.
like an area effect.
But you never stated a distance or anything like that, right?
It's in this room. The whole room is trapped.
Okay.
So before I forgot her name, my engineer friend. Did I ask her name?
You did not.
Engineering?
Okay, engineering. Comes back. I will take a snippet of rope and jam the lock so it does not relock. Which would be a disabled device, I believe.
Oh, we had to use this crappy lock for a moment.
39 to disable the lock from relocking.
What was it?
A 39. Well, I'm trying to do it in an inconspicuous way. But
How's that working out for you?
And
we'll
so
see. I mean, I rolled
spectaculous.
decent.
That's true,
but
yeah.
39 for disabled.
What roll have you had that's been in the 30s?
Attacks?
You literally just rolled.
That's it.
I don't.
No.
I'm not saying like I'm
Attacks.
Yeah.
Damage.
No. That's it.
Yeah.
And me.
What did you get on the...
39 disabled.
Good news and bad news.
Yeah.
You set out to do what you wanted to do. You broke the lock.
Okay.
It can never be relocked.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
What's the bad news?
That's very noticeable to the next person that tries to unlock the door.
Yeah.
So
I was never here.
As you work on that, you hear somebody approaching the door.
Is it my friend?
No.
Oh no.
I assume...
Is it Tay?
Are you on the out? Did you go on the outside?
Outside, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As you break it and you're like, oops, you see that tall, lean creature with the binding step down and begin to walk towards
You.
that room.
Can you see invisibility?
That's what I'm looking at.
Out of planar creatures is not of the realm
I
of
know,
possibility.
I know. I would still stealth.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay.
It's true sight, huh? Interesting. So he's walking down the stairs.
Yes.
I just broke it. I'm going to try and stealth my way to the other side.
Do that thing.
Without any invisible bonuses, that is a 31.
31.
Yeah.
He walks up to the door. He reaches into his pack. He draws out a key. He puts it in the lock. He opens it. You leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When you get up on deck, the captain says, "We're here." The ship flies up to the tree as you're just like standing next to everybody, and you're like,
I'm like, yeah, as soon as I can get in, disable or dispel it. Oh, finally. Woo!
Boom Growl goes, "Go blimey!"
I've been here the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been here the whole time.
So am I.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah.
do you think they noticed me?
I noticed you.
Oh, at least someone does.
Oh, that's sad. You want to come with us?
No. This is your job.
Oh.
The airship flies up to this tree. You see that the way that the tree is naturally shaped, the bark intertwines and wraps and rolls. You do see it look like very much like how owls hide in the nook of a tree and they just look like the bark. The bark shapes and opens into this wide kind of cavern. If you were to just be flying by it, you may never have noticed it. But because they know exactly where they're going, the airship pulls up to the side of it. Captain Grath turns. He says,
Get your crew here.
All right, everybody. I start pointing to the rest of the crew, like his crew too.
Yours specifically. The ones you came with.
Oh, let's just stop these two.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tyrus is like,
Oh, well, hey, yeah, you too, buddy.
"No, I'll stay here. I don't care. You don't need me."
What, you don't want to see a dragon horde?
No.
Where's your curiosity now?
I left it when I saw the dragon.
I want you to say that first word again.
Also,
Where? With
side
more
note,
emphasis.
Can you play some sort of music? I think if it's not playing, there's a little static sound.
Oh, well, I do have waves going right now. So.
Oh, maybe that's what it is, Matt.
Yeah.
It might be little waves.
Yeah.
We did the thing, the sound of the thing.
Thing and the thing and the sound of the thing.
Little waves.
I appreciate you, Shane. Because I knew what you were doing.
Amos over here is like, what are you doing?
But why?
Cheers.
That was my line.
He drops the gangplank down into what looks to be just a simply empty cavern. There is a stone floor, and you can see a ways into the darkness, but you don't really see anything in that immediate area, even with your 60-foot dark vision.
So, what sort of layout should we be expecting?
That's unique for each horde.
Oh, Menzer can use his insight. Oh.
Yeah, I missed him too. Are we looking for anything specific to bring back?
Whatever the dragon should be hoarding.
Let's see.
Any precious items or gold. The more gold you bring back, the more will be divvied out. And you lot get an extra share for your contribution.
And that could go towards paying off the debt.
It could. I would keep it then.
Although 50,000 seems pretty steep for
Or
that crew. That was.
the soul bag that belongs to a Nightmare Hag would also work.
What did you call me?
A Nightmare Hag. The soul bag that Nightmare Hags use to collect the souls of the living that they drain the dreams of.
He never said it was a bag.
The trinket.
Ding, ding,
Sorry,
ding, ding.
I personally know out of character that it's a bag.
It's not a bag.
In other editions of this game that we play, it
Other
is a bag.
versions of
Specifically, and it's a very grotesquely made bag.
Ooh.
Him and Nightmare Hag's Nightmare Bag?
Yeah.
All
Stitched
right.
with human leather.
Aren't all humans just a soul bag anyway?
You got a point.
So I
Is
won't...
your skeleton piloting your body, or are you piloting your skeleton piloting your body?
I mean,
Yes.
my brain is piloting a biological mecha suit.
I'm just 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
So, late one night. Anyway.
Got him.
He says,
Once you discover the hoard, bring back as much as you can, or disable any obstacles that may be in your way, and we will carry it out if there's too much.
Is there typically obstacle? Are there?
Usually, depending on the dragon. Nightmare dragons aren't foolish, and they're well versed in magics.
Great.
Ragnar, lead the way. Just kidding, bud. I'm just kidding.
but do it.
But also,
No.
you got it.
Let's go.
We'll let the
Start walking forward.
go first.
Oh, please, no. Don't trigger every trap, and I'd say, I'm like, don't trigger all the traps. Come on.
You can try to hold me back.
I'm not.
Just try it on his shoulders. Levitate, hold on to the back of his
We've
breastplate.
done this before.
We have.
So what's the order in distance that you enter into the cavern?
I will be last.
Okay.
I'll be like 10 feet behind him.
Okay.
I will cautiously go first.
Okay. As you begin heading into this cavern, it opens up, and with your dark vision, you're able to look around, and your newly acquired dark vision, you're able to look around
Hey, we
the
all have dark
entirety
vision.
of this cavern. It is large enough to comfortably set that dragon that lived here. He may had ample room, but you don't see a speck of gold or treasure or anything. Roll me a perception check, and just for
With my bonuses.
just for giggles.
Hey, why?
Yeah.
But why?
30.
30, you say.
30. Is it dirty 30?
I had one of those.
I hope it's not a natural 30.
It is. They're all natural.
Wait, what?
You could if you roll percentile.
But you know what you didn't roll?
Put it down.
I mean, technically, everything's a percentile.
No.
False.
Yeah. Each side
What'd
is
you
just
get?
5%. 30.
You walk into this room and you kind of look around, right? Where into the room do you go into?
What shape is it?
It is round.
Round. I walk toward the right side.
And it's probably, I'd say it's about 50 feet across, 50 feet wide.
So I kind of hug the right side of it.
You all see Perry hugging the wall and moving around.
None?
After a second, Damon follows suit.
Yeah, I followed him.
Hang on. Can he see?
Nope.
Well, let me do something about that.
No.
Yeah, I pull the torch out of my bag and I light it.
As he goes to light, I cast light on the torch.
I lights it anyways.
Works. And I follow him.
And then I cast spark on the torch too, so it's a lit torch that's also lit.
That's lit.
And I give
Liddy,
it some weed.
lit.
You're all just hugging this wall.
Yes.
Make the full
Is this going
perimeter.
anywhere?
It goes in a
Okay.
big circle.
And then
There's
I'll go
nothing in there.
10 feet in.
I look up into
and do the
the
same thing
roof.
in a circle.
You step 10 feet in.
I look up.
And make another circle.
Is anybody?
Barry.
Then 10 feet in. We're being methodical.
Do you follow or do you?
No, I
watch?
stop and I watch.
I'll watch.
I also look up. No. Huh?
Don't say.
I mean, you almost never look up.
You all see this symbol appear on the ground. Looking down at it, you're like, "Oh, neat! I need a will save."
A 30 didn't do it?
No.
Okay. About 20, I think. I think 20. Plus 9, 11 plus 9, yeah.
Goldfish.
So the ground illuminates. You look up at like your group, right? As suddenly you get that sinking feeling, and you all just see Perry disappear. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Bye, Barry.
Let's leave on that note.
And we're back.
Are we?
Yes.
So all of you see Perry just and disappear. The trap glows.
Stunned
Would that
silence.
be
and then
knowledge
disappears.
arcana to know what happened?
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft?
I jumped onto the place where he was.
Indubitably. 28.
You would recognize this as a teleportation spell. But rather than any individual that's placed here, anything in that area is teleported to another location.
I'm the hoard.
I'll walk out on it.
So you jump, you
Axe in
walk
hand.
out. It begins to activate.
What's with the peer pressure?
They disappear.
I hope I recognize that's teleportation. Oh yeah, with a nat 20.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, this is perfectly safe. I'll confidently walk out in the middle of it.
Turns out going into the middle is the bad place.
Don't know where it goes to.
You show up, Perry's inside out. Just screaming in pain.
You show up inside of Perry's inside out,
Right side in though.
upside down.
I'm not singing it.
It's a core memory.
Is it blue?
You appear, and the ground around you disperses in a loud as you displace the air that currently didn't have anything living in it. You are in a round room. This room is made, the walls are made of expertly hewn and carved marble. They are kind of this mixture of black and dull green. Kind of to give you an idea.
Yeah, like I'm over here.
They rise up about 50 feet into the air and then dome. There is a large crystal that is an ion stone, but is the size of a small person.
Oh, nice.
This ion stone is levitating in the air and illuminating this room in like a very calm and comfortable lighting.
Color.
There is of the stone.
Mhm.
It's a torch, an ion torch. Excuse me.
Okay.
But it is a stone. There is a masterfully made double door just on one side of this perfectly circular room. Your companions begin to appear, all but Damon. Just kidding.
As the
They
fourth
appear
person
next
that
to
goes
you
there.
as you all now start to see this with Perry. The door is made of heavy wood and heavy metal bands. Roll me either knowledge, arcana, or engineering.
I gotta say it. I love heavy metal bands.
That's way
That was stupid. I hated it.
He's a big metal fan.
Whee!
I hated it.
38 Arcana.
Cruise. You can tell that this area is preserved by magical effects and permeates magic of all different varieties. As if whatever made this constantly moved to and from this room,
Leaving its trail.
leaving evidence of its existence. But it is old. It is very old, and only the magics that are preserving it are keeping it as pristine and clean as it is. As you all kind of stand there and just take this in, before you can really like fully grasp what's going on, the ground suddenly moves to the side and ripples like waves. As this creature grows out of the dirt floor, and suddenly 5 more of them appear. Each one of these stands about 5 feet tall and is big around as they are tall. They have 3 clawed feet, kind of a fleshy pot shape to them. Like if you took a vase and you just made it flesh, that's what they look like. Stout, short, round, they're gross. They have 3 long, kind of spindly arms with 3 claws on each one of them, and an eye in between each arm. So it's arm, eye, arm, eye, arm, eye, and same with the feet. They grow out of the ground.
Can I instinctively levitate to the ceiling?
You may.
Yeah, I do.
You hit the stone. Ow. You just Willy Wonka up to the ceiling.
I attack it.
What?
Hello, staff. Wait.
30.
That will strike your opponent.
Well, our now
Just go ahead and
opponent.
roll initiative.
The murder hobo hasn't
18?
murdered anything recently.
18 points of damage?
Yeah.
You swing into this thing. It doesn't do as much damage as you were expecting, but it does a lot. As the creature steps back, looking down and looking up at you, they all immediately sink back into the floor.
What was that for?
I got rid of them.
What were they?
Can I roll to see what they were?
You may. That would be knowledge of the planes.
I can't even do that anyways. I don't have trained knowledge either.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So long. That was good.
21, my lord.
There you go.
Yes.
You would recognize these. These squat beasts, as wide as they are tall, strangely symmetrical, with 3 arms, 3 legs, and 3 eyes, and one huge mouth, like where the pot was. The lid of the pot, the rim of the pot, the lid of the rim of the pot, the hole in the bottom of the sea. Is a creature from the plane of Earth, known as a Zorn.
Oh.
Strange creatures as big around as they are tall, Zorns have little interest in natives of the material plane, except for the gems and precious materials they might be carrying. Lurking beneath the surface for what might seem long stretches of time to humans, Zorn might wait months, even years, for the right treat to come along, assaulting the being carrying its favorite meal, such as certain gemstones or the right sort of silver.
So I got rid of them.
You may ask one question about the Zorn.
Where did they go?
Where did they come from?
Nope, not singing it.
Special abilities.
Special abilities include all-around vision. A Zorn seems to have to be able to see in all directions at the same time, given a bonus to its perception check. It cannot be flanked. A Zorn can glide through any sort of natural earth or stone easily as a fish swims through water. Its burrowing leaves no sign of its passage nor hint at its presence to creatures that don't possess tremor sense. Yeah.
I didn't feel
So they showed up, looked at you, got hit, and left.
I got rid of them. And now we look for the hoard.
Door.
Door.
There's a door.
There's a door. There's
Ragnar.
nothing in this room other than...
Little blood.
Okay. So, go open the door.
detect magic.
Harry?
Damon?
There's magic everywhere.
Permeating the room, but not specifically on the door.
Check the door for traps.
I'll let you know.
Roll me that trap sense.
Oh, paladin.
Perception.
Ignoring the
guessing.
rogue
Yes.
sitting
I don't have
beside you
that.
that gets bonuses to that.
Oh, that's
Well,
easy.
no one else
Miguel.
is doing it.
Nailed it.
15. Not that you can see.
Yeah, open it
Try
up.
the door. It's unlocked.
The door opens, and normally in places like this, when you open a sealed door over a period of time, you're usually met with compressed air over the aeons that have sat beneath the earth for so long. However, not so here. The door opens easily. You can tell it's heavy, but it swings expertly on its hinges. And there are stairs descending down with those same ion torches decorating the ceiling, leading the well-lit tunnel down. However, these stairs match the same marble decor as the walls and ceiling.
So the natural stone.
There's no natural stone in the stairwell.
It's the
I
same
like that.
marble as
Marble,
what's-
which is a earthen material.
Yes, but it's hewn.
Okay. So
Yeah, they can only move through untreated earth. That's why the room you're in has
But I don't know
a
that
dirt
anyways.
floor.
Hey guys, I think I found the way to go.
I don't know if you're lucky or stupid or both.
We're gonna go
Well, that was-
stupid. Go
Jury's
ahead.
out on that one.
I will take
I-
up the rear.
Taking my torch, start heading down the stairs.
Can I
It is well lit,
Oh,
but you can use your torch anyway.
Ding.
because I don't know when it's gonna go out or when the.
Sure.
You're right. You
Not gonna be
don't
any
know
more
when
light.
they're gonna go out.
That's true.
So I head down the stairs.
I prop the door open.
As the one.
Is there a stone?
The
Takes
room's
the sword.
clean.
Can I take
Like,
the ion stone?
There's no rubble. There's nothing like that. The room is completely
Is
clean.
the ion stone permanently attached?
It's
It
floating. So no.
if you move it, it becomes what's the word I'm looking for?
Stagnant.
When it no longer has use.
Mundane.
No.
Useless.
Stop.
Without
Inert.
use.
It becomes inert if moved.
Cool. I move it and use it to prop the door open. Right.
And actually, the door doesn't need to be propped open. It stays where we left it.
I still do just in case.
Okay.
Because I stayed.
Somebody walks up and there's like, they shut it, and Ironstone just...
Yep.
My Ironstone. I
I
put
did
that
my
there.
job.
The Zorner just like...
A-holes. And they just stay there in front of the door so it doesn't open ever again. Take that. Passive aggressive. Okay,
I'm going to be a big inconvenience.
We go down the stairs.
As you descend down the staircase, you enter into a 15 by 15 foot room. This 15 by 15 foot room has the same marble decor, the walls, the floor, the ceiling, that whole thing. And even with the light illuminating it as well as it is, the darkened stone seems to drink that up and it makes it look more dim inside than it really is. There are 3 doors in this room. One is a single door. The other 2 are the same double doors that mimic the one that you had just came down. The only thing in this room is a small pedestal with what looks to be a brooch on it. This brooch is a silver line and articulate design that looks maybe something elven make, with a single blood red stone sitting in the center of it.
Knowledge?
It would be it'd be spellcraft to identify what this is.
Can I, at the meantime, be making like a rough draft kind of a map of like where we have been?
Sure.
19.
19. You would recognize this as a blood brooch. Excuse me. A blood brooch, if worn, if any creatures in the immediate area take bleed damage, the blood brooch absorbs that bleed damage. So if you have 1 point of bleed, the blood brooch will draw that bleed point that he suffered and restore 1 HP to you. It can do that every round up to 5 HP.
That's really cool.
Neat.
Why would we need that?
Why would I worry?
Should I care?
I'm not gonna sing that.
Can you see if it's trapped?
It's trapped to me.
Because even Damon sounds like, that's, no, I'm not gonna just reach out and touch that.
I haven't told anybody what it is. I'm just asking if it's trapped.
A 30.
30 even?
30 even.
But you can tell.
Unless it's a CR 15 or. I'm just kidding, don't say that. I don't think so. But it is oddly suspicious.
Is the floor in this room also a dirt floor, or is it the hewn? It's all hewn. Okay. Maybe you should use your mage hand to take it off.
Magical item.
I thought you had special mage hands.
Come on, Rogue. Rogue it up.
Is that like screwing you up?
I could.
See if it triggers anything.
It increases the DC by 5. Okay. So how wide is the room?
15 by 15.
I stand behind Damon and peek over. In range, Ledgerman. Sleight of hand.
Sure.
Oh, 35.
35. You reach out. You feel that same like string of magics bind around the brooch as you try to pull it from its pedestal, and it is too heavy.
It's more than 5 pounds.
No, it's fixed there.
Ah.
As if it's magically anchored to that spot.
Well, that's a weird thing. Why would a blood brooch be anchored?
What does the pedestal look like?
It is the same kind of marble, expertly carved as it comes out, flares at the top and then back in.
No sort of markings or carvings of any kind.
No real hints, no.
It's like arcane locked to its position, magically speaking.
Sorry, do I know what it is? Have you said?
Mm.
I just take a 10 on it and I know. So
You can take a 10 in spellcraft.
It's only a 17.
No, you don't know what it is.
I'm searching the room for clues.
Found 3 doors. Good
I
job.
did say blood brooch.
Technically 4 doors.
We just went on one.
What does the blood brooch do?
It will heal you from minor continual damage, as if you're bleeding or something.
If someone is bleeding around you, you will heal that damage and it takes it off.
Do we need to do that to charge it and get it loose?
We can try. I stabbed him a little bit,
Ha!
but it doesn't actually do bleed. I can't do bleed damage. I non-lethally stab you.
Roll for that.
Non-lethally.
I'm wearing armor.
Non-lethally.
You're flat-footed.
You are
flat-footed.
I'm not dealing.
Good.
I
It
know.
removes 1.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it makes a huge difference.
But for the rogue being flat-footed means you also
30.
do.
Shit.
And you're like, owie!
I'm gonna choose just to do 1 point of not lethal.
You are
I'm
not
bleeding.
lethally bleeding?
Well, I was like, well, I didn't really
Now what?
touch it with your blood.
I walk up to it and put my bloody imprint on it.
Roll me a fortitude.
Oh my God. Why would you touch it?
Trust me, so
27.
So you feel as if it tries to draw your life force out of you when you touch it. As you do so, the blood brooch glows, emits this eerie red glow, and the southern door emits that same glow. But you're able to kind of withstand it and pull back before anything happens, and then the glows dissipate.
Well, that was
What'd you say that was?
the blood brooch.
Which does?
Heals something.
No, that straight up tried to hurt me.
Oh.
Ow!
It bit me!
Ow!
I'm going to name it Charlie, because it bit me.
Well, I'm gonna break it loose by swinging you at it next time.
That's a good idea.
I wouldn't do that.
Damon threatens children.
All the time.
I got stabbed by one. What's your point?
It's true.
That's
Probably
true.
because you didn't comfort him when he had a bad dream.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
destroy
You
the.
also pointed your sword at him one time.
Multiple
Damon.
times.
Multiple times,
Damon,
yes.
you have that adamantine sword, correct?
No, that's a different campaign.
That was
Oh.
Tavian.
Yeah, that's
You
that's
have that
Taviel.
cold steel
world-
sword,
Cold
right?
iron steel, yeah.
You
Yes.
should have hit that. Try and see if.
Why
you
don't we
can
try some of
destroy
these
that.
doors first?
Let's
before
try the
we-
southern door before we start swinging stuff at the
Try to destroy the pedestal. Just the pedestal. Like underneath.
Why?
Just try it.
Not just open the southern door.
Yeah, let's try the southern door
Oh, it's
first
locked.
before I hit rock with my sword.
It's crazy. Almost like we have 4 options.
The southern door is locked even though it glowed.
As if it were unlocked while it was going.
I take and rub my hand straight up my axe.
You.
To cut my hand open and I touch the brooch.
You may roll me a fortitude if you like, or you can let it happen.
I'm just gonna let it happen.
You heard it too, right? Okay, good. I'm not the only one.
So it draws 5 points of damage from you. As it does so,
Can I race to the southern door and open it?
you run to the door, you grab it as it glows, the brooch glows, the door glows. As it draws the 5 points of damage from you, you grab the door and you're like, and it's still very locked. If you, do you hold it there or do you remove?
Oh, I'll hold it there.
As you
I'm
hold
also
it there,
gonna see if I can pull it. I just attempt.
It'll destroy the whole dungeon if it works.
I'm going to say he doesn't, yeah, like, even with a nat 20, strength,
Unrealistic.
yeah, it's unrealistic.
It's fine.
So, another round goes by,
I would only do it the second time then.
and then removing your hand, the brooch, and the door.
Your turn.
Same door?
Alright, and I go to
The southern door, yeah.
the other's door and open it.
Which door? There's a northern
Left.
door and an eastern door.
Left or the southern?
The eastern door.
The eastern door.
It's not left of the southern, but you know what? Okay.
If you're facing away from the southern,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
facing the
it's
southern.
west if you're facing south.
I'm facing
We're
south.
going through the
if you're
eastern
facing
door.
south, it's east.
Yeah, eastern.
Left is west.
If you're
Not if you're facing south.
facing north.
North, south, east, west.
Uh-huh.
It's left.
Facing north.
If I'm facing south and I turn left, I'm facing the east.
No, if you're facing
No.
north, it's left.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
If you're facing north, I'm facing south.
Left, north. What?
Who's on first?
What?
He's on second.
What?
I don't know who's on third.
He's on first.
Third base.
Oh, do I look your what?
Did we get any sort of arrest on the ship?
Nope. We will get arrested when they find out what you've done.
What I've done?
Yep.
You've done?
Oh, my thing crashed. Hang on.
Yeah,
I know what I've done to.
It was
I
like-
put something on the screen.
I know what I allegedly did to Damon. I don't know what I've done to you.
Allegedly. We saw you shoot that guy in the face.
That guy being his dad.
We did see that.
So I'm going to look up a thing.
Okay.
It's going to require some research.
I don't apologize to people that you've killed their father.
No.
Okay.
How many points of healing I've done to Damon
For
over the
you-
course of the campaign?
The day I came into your village was
Probably more than me.
the most memorable day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Taurus examines the pedestal. I'm with you, by the way. He examines the pedestal. He looks at the door. Says, I don't mean to be that guy, but... No, wait, you're not in the room. I don't mean to be that guy, but perhaps if you offer enough to it, it will unlock the door.
That's why I said you were next. To the next person.
That seems fair. Anyway, you open the door.
Mhm.
In doing so, when you open this door to this room, once again, the complete marble look to it, the only thing in this room, there are no shelves, no tables, none of that, are 3 vats. These vats set to either side of flank the room, and then one directly in front of you. Inside of the vat is this green viscous material, and suspended therein look to be body parts of some alien creature. There is a long, powerful arm floating in one with 3 massive clawed fingers. In the other one, there looks to be some kind of odd organ that simply floats there with tats and bits of flesh on it. On the far one is a head. The head is that of some kind of creature that looks like a mix between a fungus and an insect. It has massive eyes that are completely void of semblance of life. A broad, flared head that extends back with a long brim around the side of it, but it does have bits of flesh coming off of it as if it's decaying, or had decayed before it was placed inside the vat. It is severed at the neck. It doesn't seem surgically, and is like tattered bits of flesh hanging down as it floats just in this vat.
Knowledge to figure out what's in the vats.
I opened the wrong door.
It would be knowledge the planes.
Oh,
I think that's only a 10. That's a 10.
Oh.
10.
Oh, no, you have no idea what this is.
I'll give it a shot. Oh, okay. Let's roll to 16. So that would be
17.
31.
To justify
No,
this,
wait a minute. Math. 33.
you have no idea what these are.
I did say the vat specifically.
Oh, the vats specifically?
Yeah, not the creatures inside.
Oh, the vats, that'd be knowledge alchemy.
That's a 32.
These are simply preservation tanks.
Yeah, I wasn't.
To say they are simply preservation tanks doesn't do it justice. These tanks are expertly made with an anti-magic field that is supposed to keep anything that is inside from getting out or anything outside getting in. The tanks are fixed to the floor, but with a proper disable device or engineering check, they can be removed.
So I share that information.
He might be interested in that.
Each one of these tanks weighs nearly half a ton.
Did someone else come offer some blood to the brooch?
I go, that's a neat thing. And I put my hand on the brooch. And I will give it 10 HP, my lord.
And then you pull away.
And I immediately heal 10. And did you take 10 or 5?
I took 10.
Okay. I touch you, and those flames go out. You also heal for 10.
I inspect the room further to see if there's anything else to see. Around and beneath the side of the vats.
Like you go to each vat and
Yeah.
do your thing.
Like, spend maybe 2 minutes in there.
Stick a finger in the goo and go.
Just,
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I know what goes into that
I
stuff.
can't.
I would not suggest.
Making
Stay away
me
from the
hungry.
coffee. It tastes funny.
A
Yay.
donut stick.
What?
A donut stick.
25.
As you begin to move from vat to vat, which one do you start with?
Left.
And then
Here.
Okay.
Circle.
you go to the one with the organs in it. You just kind of check it out. Nothing really beyond what I've already described. You move to the vat in the center of the room, and as you're examining the vat, you hear something. It bothers you at first. It kind of like you turn and look at everybody over your shoulder as they're in the next room going, ow, ow. And you hear this in a language, even if you could hear it clearly, you would not understand. It is distorted and chaotic.
Oh. That's not
It,
Aglo?
and seems odd. Aklo would be the closest thing, but it's not a language you've ever heard or even similar to any language.
Okay.
And it's just like, that takes a little imagination, but the closest thing I can come up with is Aklo.
And that's the one with the arm?
The one with the head.
I thought it'd be a little weirder. I kind of like stare at it. Or does it still have like eyes? Or it's the insect thing, right?
Yes. It has two massive eyes to either side. When looking at it, roll me a sense motive.
Oh no.
Oh,
Trying to control me. 23.
Wonderful.
You die.
That's the theme of the night.
As you look into it, you feel something gently, it's not aggressive, it's almost inviting rather than forcing, trying to enter your mind. As if it wants to speak to you, as if it wants to connect with you.
Not aggressively?
Not aggressively, however, you can roll a will save to resist it.
Can I contingently allow it? And attempt to roll a will if I decide it's enough?
Sure. Looking into the vat, you feel that pressure, right? And you're like, this isn't aggressive. And with that sense motive, it doesn't feel aggressive. It feels desperate, almost sad.
Oh.
As you look into it, you feel this sensation wash over you. What are you doing, Damon?
He's playing a game. on
I
Facebook.
am
I was ordering something.
watching them basically because I don't want to touch that thing again. I have no clue what's going on with alchemy, so I'm just kind of stuck in the main room looking at what he's doing.
after
So
I did,
you're touching the thing, healing him. Tayrus stands at the doorway. Perry, you hear Tayrus say. In that moment, if anybody was to look when Tayrus says that, Perry's arms drop, his head rears back, and his eyes open wide and roll into the back of his head, exposing nothing but the whites of his eyes. He begins to jerk and convulse as if he's seizing. You all see this ferret come out of his bag and start freaking out because it has an empathic link to you, and it's like, this is not okay. In that moment, imagine aeons of knowledge and experience being crammed into your head at one time.
Owie.
You see chaos in all of its forms, and you feel sadness like you've never felt before. As if everything you had known and loved, like, you got an idea of that? extends beyond that to your race, your plane of existence, and everything you had ever strived to accomplish has crumbled, and more than that, has caused you to lose everything. You see a portal opening up and something reaching out from the darkness. You feel your friends and family screaming in terror, and you feel their terror. You feel thousands of creatures, terrified, all at once, pressing into you. You look out, and you see something in the abyss turn and look back at you. You see this massive ocean in front of you of that same black ichor, except it is bubbling and rolling in waves like an incoming tide, lapping up on an obsidian shore. As you start to convulse, all of this pressing into your mind, and I will need that will save you were talking about.
Oh, that's likely not. I did not.
Boy.
I guarantee it.
In the middle of this, I'm running
12.
towards him.
Oh.
Terrace is standing at the door. 12, you say?
12. Another 3. That's a 4.
Did you start on that new character yet?
No, that's quick though. I'll just auto-gen one. Hey guys, good for that.
It's gonna be a bird cleric.
I'm a terrorist.
Tone, you said you rushed in?
The moment I saw him, like, kind of kick his head back, I'm like, oh, that's not okay.
And I would like the group to roll me initiative.
Yay!
I really hope I don't try to murder you guys.
I hope you do.
Nat 20.
I'll give everybody a +1 on their initiative.
Nice.
Not you.
Why not? We're
If you go
allies.
nat 20, you automatically go first.
That's not true. Not an initiative.
I have rolled a nat 20 and did not go first before.
Okay, so let me rephrase that.
Parry. 29 or maybe 30.
30.
30.
Just put him at the 29. It's not gonna matter.
9.
Oh.
I'm not last.
14.
I'm not second to last either.
Whoa.
18!
Nice. He rolled an 18.
I rolled a 17 and got a +1 from the
Plus-
paladin.
Oh yeah. I was like, where'd you get +1? From your buddy that hates you.
Yeah. He's going to murder me.
He's still
Must...
get a +1. He's waiting for the coup de grace.
Say no. Say
He
no.
might. I don't know. We'll see. How hard he fights against his fate.
You are under the effects of rage.
Rage.
So everything that comes with rage.
Which is?
It's not like his. You'd have to look up the
Okay.
spell rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the exact same, other than maybe my bonuses.
Your bonuses are much higher. Because you're a level 9 barbarian, not a level 3 spell.
Is this something that you
It's
were
probably a
talking about?
+4 to strength and constitution.
Yes.
I think it's a -2 dex,
Rage.
-1 AC.
It's a spell I used to know.
I would also like you to roll me a percentile die.
Alright, 1 second.
That's how much juice you got. 1 Mississippi.
You're a bad person.
Oh, I'm not fatigued at the end. That's nice.
You could also just look up the condition rage
I did.
and apply it. Make it a little bit easier.
Oh, is it an existing thing?
I believe it is.
There we go.
No, that's a 2.
I feel like if you have to like ask another person,
No, it's not. Sure. It's used right there. It's like a chip in there.
a something E.
20 right here. It's 44.
Oh, you're right. It's 40. Right?
44. Sorry.
You begin to echo that same voice in your head to everyone in the room as you start to babble incoherently and you take a -4 to your AC on your next turn.
Do I have to attack some of my friends?
No? I mean, you can if you want.
Yay.
However, if that is a thing, your familiar counts as an ally.
Alright, cool. Oh, wait, no, not cool.
Paris
Like
is
I could
turn.
attack Robbie?
He is the nearest, closest thing to you.
He's in another plane of existence.
He is trying to help you.
Oh no.
I said that.
Robbie, no. I don't want to murder you.
What does Terrace want to do?
What's wrong, buddy?
Nothing.
That's
Smite.
Gentlemen, I think our friend is under the effects of confusion, but I don't know what to do about that, he says. And he's going to stand there. Dr. Tone.
So one of the things I could have prepared is lesser restoration,
But you didn't.
but I didn't.
Owie.
Medicine check to see how to. I'm trying to figure out how to break him of this.
Okay.
What would I need to roll to?
It'd either be a spellcraft or a hill check.
I'll do that hill check. 30?
So he is under the effects of confusion, but it's not magical in nature. This seems to be something else. You feel as if looking at that thing, standing here and listening to this, with a 30, it seems whatever that is in that tank has a telekinetic bond to him. And whatever it said to him, his mind simply cannot handle it.
Do I recognize the language it is saying?
No. Well, you can roll for that if you like.
Linguistics?
Yes.
26.
That's unfortunate.
I
You just
rolled
had to give him
pretty-
hope, didn't you?
Well, you could, but you don't.
Can I then take Perry,
Ragnar, you're next, by the way.
To be my...
lovely weighted husband, and
Oh, boy.
try and span us to where I am now looking in his eyes?
In Perry's eyes?
Yeah.
You may. Roll me that grapple check.
Oh my god. He technically gets an attack of opportunity. A 10? Total?
To be his combat maneuver defense?
Yeah.
I would assume not. Yeah. However, he does not attack you.
Yeah.
Okay. But I do grab him and kind of like
Good.
try to
It's
shake
You're
him.
my-
He is frozen in place.
Yeah.
Not magically so, but do you take any actions?
No.
Ragnar.
I'm going to come in and I'm going to try to grab him and pick him up and leave.
Combat maneuver?
Once again, you're just kind of like, let me show you how it's. He's in there.
He's messed. Oh,
Real wiggly.
Is that your professional opinion? Do you take any other actions?
I can't.
Diamond.
What's going on,
We
guys?
need to get him out of here.
I'm gonna roll a linguistics check too, just because. I like that. 25. Yeah. It's like, what's going on, guys? And I'll move to try and pull him off if he attacks someone. And that's my held turn.
Okay. Top of the round, Perry.
Percentile?
Yes, please.
The ones that I can see, 57.
Oh wow, that's smart.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was like a 4 on that. No, it's not.
Are you holding anything?
He isn't.
My breath.
Roll me a d8 plus your strength modifier.
6, which it would now be the process of... Sorry, I'll just old school it. 6.
You rear back, slamming your face into the glass dome of the bat. You all hear the as a little blood begins to trickle down from your forehead.
Yeah, that
Taking 6
qualifies.
points of damage.
Yes.
I do have things. Would it know that?
Do what now?
Like, I have weapons and stuff.
Are you holding them?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
Yeah, it specifically says in hand.
Okay.
Yeah, so you are unarmed. You slam your face into the tank.
Yeah, I run up to grab him and hold him.
It is not your turn.
I said held turn, if you attack someone, it still kind of counts for that, doesn't it?
Sure.
Okay. Run up and try and grapple him. $39.
As you rear back to slam your head, Damon wraps his arms around you and pulls you back, preventing you from hitting your head. As you just kind of hold him and you're like, there. By the way, Robbie is no longer the closest ally to you.
Yep.
Terrace is going to hold his turn. What do you want from me? Isaac.
I go, Damon, break his line of sight of the vat. And can I also look into the eyes?
Sure.
Let's all peer into the abyss.
Because,
Yeah.
Try and lick it.
confuse people. Roll me perception or sense motive.
Where's the thing? 30?
That is a big dead head.
And that.
Okay. But none of that telekinetic. Neat. So maintain that. Break his line of sight, and I try to shove myself between Perry and the vat.
You can't right now, but you can move here.
Can I kind of ready myself to break?
Sure. Unless you try to grapple him and move him. He's already been grappled.
Why not? Never mind.
Okay.
I don't make it worse, but I don't make it better.
Taking any actions? Ragnar.
I'm also going to try to grapple him.
You may.
Help.
Oh man.
Nice, get him out of here.
You may.
I'm dying.
No, I'm dead.
28.
Oh, I think so. Yes.
You try to move him?
That's
Okay,
only
where you
3
can
over.
move him within 5 feet,
There's only 3 over. I don't know if
which
that
is only
matters.
here.
That's
yeah.
fine.
You have a -5 to grapple.
Just kidding.
You pull him, dragging him by his heels, as you and Damon each have an arm, trying to restrain him.
Dying.
Damon,
Yeah.
go die outside or something.
Can you do that quieter?
I'm doing it right here.
You're ruining the vibe, man.
Damon,
I start dragging him out of the room.
You're yucking. my-
roll me again.
You do have to roll to maintain the grapple. You get a +5.
It's higher. 30.
You taking an action?
Slinky this
Okay.
out.
Perry.
77.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting higher. You attack the nearest creature.
Oh, I'm not holding anything.
Is he actually restrained?
So I just use
He is double grappled.
unarmed.
You are unarmed, double grappled, but it doesn't say you can't cast spells. It
Oh
just
no.
yes, but there are checks for casting while grappled.
Why'd I gotta use that?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Well, the reason I asked, if he is mechanically restrained, he cannot make an attack.
That's not true.
They haven't pinned him. They've moved him.
That's why I
Yeah.
asked.
So on the second round of grappling, you can choose to pin him, and then he can't. But they are saying they're moving him.
Yeah. We don't know if he'll attack
Might
us. We're just
well
trying to get
break
him out
his
of the
line
way.
sight,
Oh, okay,
or
that
just trying to get him
That
out
would
of
make
there.
the most sense, I think. Where'd it go?
Pursue.
Isaac, you are the next playable character to go.
Lightning flash.
Oh boy!
What is it?
Lightning flash.
Mhm.
No, it's a good thing one of
Reflex
us isn't wearing
save.
metal.
Which would be 10,
To everyone?
17.
What is it?
You do have 15 plus the level of
It's
spell?
to everybody within a 5-foot radius of me.
What is it?
Oh, not Terrace.
21 reflex save.
Is it a spell?
It's a supernatural ability.
Neat.
Does anybody pass?
27.
What was the radius?
Feel real good about yourself right now, don't you?
Within 5 feet. So 9 points of electricity damage,
Oh.
and those that failed are dazzled.
I'm bedazzled?
He's got bling.
For 2 rounds.
You see Perry's head. You see Perry's head rear back. His eyes glow white as electricity spews from his mouth and eyes. It runs through the course of his body and into both of you. Ragnar, you take it. Does it also hurt, Damon?
It also hurts you.
He's just not
not
dazzled. It runs through you, Ragnar, as you look directly at Perry, and then like your vision goes white, and it's that pulsing kind of. As you're like, I looked at it. Damon, you just kind of hold him, and like that starts to happen. You're like, I know better than that. Terrace says, no, thank you. He's doing things, takes a 5-foot step back. Dr. Isaac.
Do you lick the abyss?
No. I don't have a 10-foot tongue.
You gonna break his line of sight like you said you were gonna?
Yeah. Can I sort of move forward and cover his eyes?
You want
With
to
the phrase, Perry, I need you back, please.
It would still be a combat maneuver, so. You were
Cover.
effectively blinded.
Covering my eyes or covering the thing's
Your
eyes?
Just go on. It's fine.
The
You
fact
just
that
cover
we're
his
trying to
ears.
tell-
Perry, no!
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Wait, hang on.
Ragnar.
I know sylph anatomy.
To continue grapple is a 31.
Little known fact. They see what they hear.
I'm going to move him more towards out the door. So he
Was it 30?
It is also half
31.
half his movement speed when he moves on low grapple.
Does Damon go with too? Because he's also grappling. That's the question.
Why not?
Why not?
Oh, no.
Wait, whoa. Hold
I have the
on.
strength to
I've
do
been,
this.
I've been
You're
saying
strong
this.
No, I want. No, it's mine. Keep taking the actions.
I do not.
Damon.
Blind him.
Still sand in his eyes.
I do have remove curse.
Now what?
Oh no.
You know
Not a
what?
curse.
I gotta take levels at work in that.
My friend's unconscious. What? I think he's dead. What do I do? Well, first you need to make sure if he's dead or not. Bang! Okay, now what?
Definitely dead.
Dr. Chuckle 5 years ago. Damon, what do you do?
I cover his eyes.
Roll that thing.
It's a 21 right now.
33.
You're blinded.
Not by the lot either.
Perry.
This is great. 14.
You take control of your faculties.
I fall to the ground.
There you go.
Well, you fall into their arms.
Yeah.
Oh, little buddy, it's okay.
Is he breathing?
Terrace pokes you with his cane.
Yes.
Dr. Tone.
Perry, are you back with us?
Another heal trick to see if he'll like go back into that, or is he done?
You may.
36.
He's not done.
I have the strong gentleman. We need to probably bind him. You're going back.
No.
Where were you?
Where wasn't I?
Taking an action.
How about we shut that door behind us?
I do leave and close the door.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Slam.
This button? Okay, yeah.
Hey.
Also,
Doors open into a room.
Details matter.
nerd.
That's me.
Ragnar.
I guess I'm gonna pin him.
You may.
Haha! That's a 1.
Pins him.
It's statement.
Perry has Ragnar pinned, and he's like, "What happened?" Damon's got Perry in a chokehold, and you're pinning Ragnar, and you're just kind of like,
It all
"Do
happens
you take
so
any
fast.
other actions?" I've stated it. It is so. Damon.
Like, Perry, are you back with us?
I hope so. I don't want to go back.
No, he's going back.
I start
No.
dragging him further away from the room.
Do you allow this?
I guess I have no option. I'm pinned.
I'm taking it with me.
Where do you go?
Just away from the room.
You're at the far side against the southern door.
Yeah.
That roll.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh, that's 86. 66. 66. I can read numbers.
I can read numbers.
You try to harm yourself again. Like, you just start to... It all starts to wash over you again. You try to struggle, but you don't have him pinned.
not pinned.
You're not pinned. So, roll me a d8. Plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so 3.
3 points?
Yes.
He just suddenly slams his head into the ground. Just whack! Trickle of blood. That thing I said before. Not as much, though.
Not pinned? It's holding him.
No, Ragnar tried to pin him and got pinned himself, and then you move them instead of pinning.
The next turn, then.
Yeah.
I will,
You should
completely, I
probably
will
do it.
completely
I don't have his-
immobilize him.
Unless you have a way to remove madness.
I don't feel like I'm contributing, but I don't really know what I can do.
Me either.
Dr. Tom.
Whip out rope.
It's gonna be a.
I'm pinned!
When he lets me go.
He's on the floor. He's got his own hands on his chest.
He confirms the pin.
Wait.
I'm having so much fun. All by myself.
I've never been grappled by a 13-year-old before.
All by myself.
18-year-old.
I'm going
Whatever
to
you are
take
nowadays.
said rope.
The difference. 16.
I pull up my rope and offer it to them so they can grab it and tie him while he's pinned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ragnar.
Is it a survival to tie him up?
Yes.
It's another grapple check.
The imp said survival, so it's worse. But
It's worse, but we're going with a 7.
13.
13. Yeah, it'd be a combat maneuver defense. I will let the 13 ride on that, though. So, combat maneuver.
Combat maneuver.
Yeah, boy.
That's not in the tray.
It didn't rule.
Either one.
Over it.
Probably.
It's got one in it. 33.
33. So you grab Damon again, and you go to tie him up. I'm sorry, not Damon. Gotcha! You grab Perry again.
No, you were at the first time.
But until he's pinned, you cannot tie him. So.
Okay.
Damon.
I go pin him.
I would say good job.
27.
27. So you pin Perry. Ragnar comes in to the rescue, starts to bind you down.
Like a cow.
Perry.
Mm-hmm.
The music slowly dissipates. Not the music.
I am one with the madness.
The madness slowly dissipates. And your mind aches, but otherwise is clear. You are back.
I haven't changed.
I don't think this rope is tight enough. Can you check it? Can you check it?
Robbie is trying to pull on you and look up at you. As you acknowledge him, you suddenly hear his thoughts in your head. Perrin, I need you to look at me. I need you to talk to me. Perrin. Oh, is he gone? Is he okay? Is he dead? When you look down at him, he is not speaking. He then does speak to you. Are you okay? Are you here?
Can I speak back to him mentally?
Do you try?
Yeah.
Yes. You now have the ability to telepathically communicate with any sentient creature within 50 feet of you.
So much has happened.
Eli came up with that all by himself. Anyway.
Is this
15?
involuntarily sometimes?
15?
Wait, hang on. Hang on.
15 feet?
50.
It's yeah. First of all, if you're gonna do that.
Oh, yeah.
Second of all,
Margaret with
I
that.
just hit a stud. Oh, no.
if you did it correctly, you would definitely hit 2 studs.
What?
If I came on that side of the table, I'd hit 2 studs.
I'm not that fat.
Well, they're behind you on the wall.
Oh.
And there are 2 studs in this room, and you're both of them.
Bruh, I know 4 fat people, you're 3 of them.
Your mother's so corpulent in the Battle of 5 Armies, she was 2 of them.
Ooh,
Yo, mama jumped up in the air and got stuck.
My question is, just out of game, but like, can he hear other people's thoughts, or he can only talk to other
He can
people?
only communicate, so you would have to willingly. He cannot read minds, but he can telepathically communicate.
Okay, so I only asked because of I didn't know if it was the empathy thing with Link with Robbie.
No.
Okay.
So it's as if he tried to, he addressed Robbie, and Robbie's mind is racing so fast, he wants to talk to him, but he's not sure that he's there, and so he hears Robbie's thoughts, because Robbie's allowing it to happen.
So, telepathically, Robbie? Uh-huh.
What do you mean,
A lot's happened.
Robbie just goes...
I don't speak fair. Are you good?
Yeah, I say out loud.
Uh-huh.
Which has to be a distinction now. I love that.
Yes, it does.
And no.
Oh, do you need us to untie you?
And then, realizing, oh, yeah.
I just
Okay.
demand the rope to untie.
I was going to say 5 minutes,
Like-
but that works too.
Stand up from off your chest.
You kill him.
Are you going to tell them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pick you up and put you on your feet.
I just felt, witness
By what?
the
Don't say end of the world, please.
the entirety of the Black Blood
Uh-huh.
and all that it has done in all of history, maybe?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's it?
By looking
Just
into
that?
the dead alien's head?
It was asking for help.
What?
Did you help it?
It was reaching. It wasn't aggressive.
Because it was dead when I looked into it.
I feel like it was kind of aggressive.
It made you aggressive.
I mean, if it's been dealing with that knowledge, I could see it
No, that thing in there's connected with the black blood.
somehow.
Let's burn it.
Do you know what that creature might have been?
Absolutely not. The door's
Don't look in
closed.
its eyes. But I don't know. Do I know? Can I over time dissect?
It was
that
all
knowledge?
chaos. It was just chaos and fear.
Could there be checks throughout sessions? Try and
I'll give you bonuses if anything comes around.
We need to burn it.
no. I don't. No.
I protest
Why?
for several reasons. Firstly, this is a one-of-a-kind find. I don't know what that is. If I don't know what that is, it is very rare.
You heard him. It's connected with black blood.
Which
That's
might-
all I need to
which
know.
Might,
So is the mist around the tree itself. You
and
gonna go kill
so-
that?
Damon?
Yes.
Damon. So are we.
You gonna kill us?
How are we connect? The only connection is
We were part of it.
that's not what it did to you.
Explain.
Were we all not there in Dremport? When we became one with Black Blood? Even just for a moment?
I saw what it did to everyone else.
This is news to me.
Hey, by the way, I kind of pulled yourself to the side.
Don't touch me. Don't.
I saw what it did to everyone else.
I've seen the thing.
And it's in Blackberry Farms right now.
What? No.
Huh?
What?
I ran into some people who were at Blackberry Farms
When?
right when we got here.
Uh-huh.
Like to the dream world?
Yes.
Who?
Adriel.
And?
I don't know anything else.
He never met Adriel.
Yeah,
He met the two innkeepers
What are you talking
and
about?
Tyrus.
Adderall?
Huh. Adriel, the half
Adderall
orc
is his sister.
that's
boyfriend.
dating his sister?
In the mist.
Right. No, he didn't meet him in the mist. No.
I thought that's what you were saying. That's what I had asked.
Right.
Who would you meet in the mist?
Tamers.
Okay.
Oh.
That thing in there is connected with it. It needs to be destroyed.
Sister.
Oh.
Who's Tamris?
Yeah, we've had this conversation. Neat.
Let's ask this though: how many things have we killed and chopped the head off that has been of the black blood?
At least one.
3.
3.
3. Darren,
Hmm.
Melchior.
We chopped the head off Darren?
Oh, we killed him. Whatever.
Why would you worry?
Because we're cutting the heads of the 4 snakes.
Okay,
Well, Darren wasn't ahead.
We don't know fully because of the rats around him. He had to have enough
it's
power.
the
Like a
druid,
lieutenant
the
to the
druid was the one that infected him.
lieutenant to a captain or a general.
Yeah.
Whose name I have.
So, if they have
Belthair's
power
Belthair's
and we
me.
kill them or they are dead, they lose their power.
They do lose their connection to the black blood the moment they're dead, and that is very dead.
Regardless, I say
I don't think that we need to
But
do
the
it
alien head, not you.
yet.
I mean, it was still sentient.
I looked straight into its eyes and it was dead.
so. What is it then?
I don't know.
Why is it in pieces?
It was in a different world.
Why did it make you go crazy?
Well,
David, it was showing images of a different world.
I also don't think those were all
entirely.
pieces from it.
There was a ocean of black blood bubbling up.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's the black blood, like the one and only true one. The terrain looked very differently back in even my time.
So you're saying it's like his little pet that comes out occasionally.
My pet?
I think he's the pet.
Yeah, I think you have that relationship the wrong way around.
I don't think you at all have the relationship.
Kill him.
I'm just kidding.
Rachel?
I mean,
Excuse me.
That's on brand.
DM just want to have
This is how we know it's telepathic.
Wait, I can communicate with Rachel. What? What? Oh no. I don't know that yet. I don't think we should kill it. There might be answers to be unlocked.
It's already dead. We just need to destroy it so it can't hurt anyone else.
Just throw a blanket over it.
Can't believe I'm hearing this.
I'm just saying
Let's start
there's
here.
a lot.
We don't know what this
Too
stuff
basic.
is or anything. Why don't we wait? We can deal with it later. It's not going anywhere. And then we can come back to it and deal with it later.
I take my hand, I put it on the gem, and give it 2 more hit points. Oh, this is happening.
Yeah, you keep the number increasing. I'm pretty sure I know the number we need to get to.
5,000.
I'm pretty sure it's not that high.
Hold on.
Have we filled the quota yet?
No. You should probably
10.
give some to it.
20, so we've given it 30 so far.
31.
I would like to interject.
Mhm.
Sure.
If it means anything. Those vats themselves are worth 10,000 gold pieces each.
So that's 3 crew members.
And the find inside those organisms will probably sell for a much heftier cost to a collector.
Someone like Grath.
Well, let's just back our trailer up to it and load it up.
What's
He
the trailer?
did specifically say if we cleared the way to the treasure, his crew could come and get it.
I'm sure with the magics they have, they could probably have alcohol.
They have a giant robot that can dissect a black dragon in a matter of an hour, which is an impressive feat.
It was impressive.
A little disheartening.
What's in these? What are in these other rooms
Thank you,
then?
Darius.
What are in these other rooms?
North
then?
door? I'll look into the alien head next time, so you don't have to deal with that.
North door.
Or I can.
Don't think you need to do that again.
I'm sure this has no lasting effects. You just hear static.
My soul just lifts from my body. I can.
No.
I can
You
see
come back here.
things.
Are we-
Oh boy.
From soul perspective.
Damon, are you going to
That's a
give
thing alchemists can
offering
do,
to
by the
this
way.
blood pendant? You don't have to give a lot.
You shouldn't have to give any.
I don't know if you've noticed or not, but whenever we put our hand on it, the south door glows.
Where does it glow?
Or we can just use this giant fountain of blood that we just ran into.
Did anybody state they opened the door yet?
Nope.
Yeah. Yes, I actually did.
Okay.
I think I did. And if I didn't, I meant to did.
You meant to did?
I
You
meant
meant
to
it?
did. Also on brand.
So, I actually wrote down the description for this room. I wrote down the description for all the rooms.
The dynamite ignites on either side of the door frame.
Depictions on the wall show a wide array of experimental procedures of surgical and magical types. Canoptic jars with odd and confusing symbols line the shelves.
This room is 30 by 30. You see a massive font in the middle of this room that is bubbling out this deep red ichor.
Is it
It is
Times New Roman?
you see
Sorry.
stone shelves jetting out of the wall with those canoptic jars lining them. And when you look at the images on the wall, each one of them are kind of crude depictions. Not so much that they're not intricate, but they are vague in their descriptions as if whoever made them didn't want to be identified, if that makes sense. These cloaked figures are reaching out and dragging what look to be nearly naked humans into the font and forcing them to drink. You see then the people, or the humans dropping to their knees, their heads craned back, and something emitting out like a cloud from their mouth, nose, and eyes into the air. It then shows them being surgically dissected, and something from them is being placed into the jars. However, the depictions don't show specifically what.
Well, that's enough to warm the cockles of your heart, isn't it, Doc?
The what?
You heard him.
Oh, I mean,
Ignoring that, I already have a vial, and I'm just going to get just a small amount of the liquid.
You may.
Can I identify this?
Roll me knowledge to engineering.
let me know if you need assistance.
Nat 20, but it's a 10.
What? With a nat 20.
But it's a 10.
With a nat 20.
Okay.
This is necrophage.
Oh,
Necrophage is a cross between a biological creature and necromantic energies personified.
Mhm.
In this state, it's inert. It does nothing. It sits there in bubbles and it's gross. If ingested or poured into a corpse, if poured into a corpse, it animates the corpse, but it gives it sentience, kind of like a skeletal champion. But it is piloted by this phage. So, as if the phage is now given a body, it comes to life, and it's like, I'm an undead monstrosity. If ingested by a person, the phage draws the life force and manifests into a clouded swarm.
Like depicted.
like depicted.
Neat. I spiel that magic.
Can I do an appraise on that?
On the goo?
Yeah.
You may.
Nat 20.
Stop! If you found a necromancer or even somebody that would find that interesting, it would be 500 gold worth. However, each, like, a vial of it would be worth 500 gold. However, flip side of that, you would know that if it's taken from its place of origin, it will die.
So,
Wait, like what you just did?
Yes, if he is to leave this room, it will die.
Can I search the canopic jars?
Yes. Which one would you like to search?
Number 12.
Number 12? So I'm going to start.
The door's a mimic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That one?
I
Sure.
love it.
Fun.
You take the jar.
Raspberry jam.
Ew. There looks to be dust inside. Like at one time it was probably an organ.
That's mildly disappointing.
Oh, maybe.
Kind of thinking, what would people who would do this want with the organs? Is there another dungeoneering?
Well, if the image is something surgically removed, right?
Right.
Be a heal check.
I'm gonna start looking at the other.
1, 2, 5.
With a 25,
Getting bored.
with a 25, you would know that there is probably some kind of reaction from the organs to the necrophage. Depending on the organ that's fed into it. Roll me a spellcraft.
14.
You have a theory that it may be a spell component. An organ fused with necrophage may be a necromantic spell component, but what specifically you don't know, and it's only a theory.
Dr. Tone is very much the kind of person he would out loud think about something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So if Tamris or Taris or Perry, I almost called you Mal. I don't know where that came from.
Do you need an assist on this, Doc?
Oh, do you know spells that would... And I gave that exact theory out.
With a 36, might I?
36 what?
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft? With a 36 spellcraft, yes. You think a organ that's infused with necrophage could probably enhance, even temporarily, a necromancer's spellcasting ability.
So he's using it like a component to cast his
conduit.
spells. Like conduit, yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Neat.
And then what organ might actually affect in certain ways as well?
I don't think the dust is going to help.
Way to find out.
Meanwhile, Ragnar's
I'll
going.
take a jar off and I'll open it up and pour it into the fountain.
Which jar?
Intrusive thoughts.
He went to 12, so I'd be on the other end, so I'll say 3.
There's the chaotic evil.
Fun.
Oh, yeah, you okay. You want? Are you sure you don't snort it?
I also rolled a 32 on the
Settle down there. What was that
spellcraft.
dude from the Rolling Stones?
I would assume I'd also know. That's kind of like what it was for. The 32 spellcraft.
For what? That thing?
Yeah, I rolled the same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
If everybody would like to roll me initiative, they could.
Lovely.
And place your figures on
The map.
I would be at 13.
I'd be
I'd
adjacent
be
to
next
Tone.
to the thing closest to it. Yep.
Place me next to Tone, please.
I would have to come over here to
Dial
pour it
tone.
into it.
You don't get that far.
I was so
You said you took it and opened it. You didn't say you walk over to the fountain and open it.
I was gonna open it up and then pour it into it, but yeah, I'd open it first.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's as far as you got. Okay.
Is that where you are?
No. Can you move me
You
next to the back wall? Yes, sir.
and then me adjacent to him. Thank you. Oh. You are in
It's a swarm.
Parry.
Swarm.
No.
27.
Users can fit into spaces much smaller than their actual
Damn.
size.
24.
There are 2 terraces.
I watched you do that.
Ragnar.
6.
My luck on initiative can only go so far. 9.
You may not be alone.
He's
You're alone.
got dex. He's got dex.
Darn.
At least a little bit.
He also has improved initiative.
And every
What are
time
you
I
talking
have played
about?
a healer, my initiative rolls have always been abysmal. Even when I roll nat 20s. It's like, oh,
13.
23, 24, 29. And I was like, I have a 22
That's good.
with a nat 20.
And no one can take that away from you.
You know, you're right. You're right.
So, surprise round.
Oh my.
Oh,
I am
yes.
surprised.
You open this jar. In doing so, this black and red mist pours out and just boom! You all see Ragnar disappear into the mist. As you hear him just
Exactly like that.
Mm-hmm. Verbatim.
you take 12 points of damage. I need a reflex save.
That was a 24.
Yes, 24 does.
22, sorry.
Sorry. Yes, either one of those, actually. As it jets out of the jar, you instinctively just hold your breath and cover your face as you feel it trying to seep into your orifices. Orifitodi.
Codes.
No. I don't accept.
So is it a mist?
Oh yeah.
No, it hit.
Nope. That was
Yeah.
good.
We got
Fun.
time.
No, Shane, that's a door. I gotta leave. Jeez.
Jeez.
Not bad.
Top of the round,
It's like,
Perry.
Boy, what did
I
do
don't know
myself?
what's going on.
What's going on?
I will prepare a spell for if he leaves the swarm
Okay, you may.
after a 5-foot step. I can take a 5-foot step and prepare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just one forward.
it's a standard action.
Do you take any other actions? Ragnar.
That's a standard action.
I guess I'm gonna take my axe off. I'm gonna swing wildly.
Roll.
That's an 18. And with my bonuses, that's a 33.
It feels like it doesn't care. As you just
Okay.
to no effect.
I don't hit anything.
No.
Nothing else on the wall.
You were trying to destroy more?
Other than that one you would had. I'll say that with your one attack you realize that it means nothing.
Then
So
I will step out.
Then my spell will.
It done nothing. When I swung around.
And where'd it go?
Fireball.
Fire breath. Not fireball.
Okay.
Go
on.
I did.
He
state
did stutter.
It's that
You
whenever I
also
left the
don't
swing-
have to let the spell go.
You have that cone?
Oh, it hits me.
And me.
No, he can aim it to where it wouldn't hit you.
Yeah,
15 feet?
He can angle it.
I can angle it.
It's gonna hit me no matter
Like,
what.
angle it this way so it's.
Oh, I want him to do this though.
Like,
Can he?
it's 15 foot.
It's the one that starts at the
Oh, I've also the size variation is off. But that gives an idea.
I can angle it that way to where it hits him.
Do you
That's
see
where-
what else it hits?
It's a 15-foot code, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You see it too.
Hey,
Yeah, I know. That's what I wanted.
Go ahead and roll for dabbling.
hand me the circle.
Oh, then he gets a reflex, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Move, Damon.
Damon? Does it save?
21.
I think it. Oh no, it saves for half.
Okay. which means it takes full.
Wait, what?
No, it's
Swarms take double damage from area effects.
Okay, cool. That's 10, 16, 19?
19 points of damage.
19 points.
Your chest swells up, your throat glows as you spit out a gout of fire at this mist. It screeches as you bust these 3 canoptic jars, completely destroying this one.
Nice.
And another mist emits out and swarms Ragnar.
But does that take damage?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, you destroyed
No.
the jar first.
So these jars are
glass,
not
right?
fireproof?
And they catch on fire?
It doesn't seem so.
How would fire bust a jar?
Pretty easy. Have you ever seen a house fire?
No.
I've seen a house fly.
Yes. I watched Wizard of Oz.
But I ain't been unseen about
Okay, maybe not.
everything.
Maybe nah.
Alright.
Anyway,
I'm fine with it.
I'm not.
What?
And it's not the song. Anyway.
It's you. It's
It's
you.
me.
You're doing damage to an object
I
in the
gotcha.
area,
Yeah, you're
so
right.
it's not immune. It doesn't, under the descriptor of canoptic jar, say immune to fire.
Yeah, you're good.
As it busts open, and he is swarmed yet again. Surprise attack round, dealing 15 points of damage to Ragnar. And I need a fortitude save.
Telepathically, you're good.
Whoa! Sorry.
That's a 12.
12?
Yeah, I was going for the 20.
This time, as this happens, it like swarms you, and I imagine you just look at Perry and you go, as you just suck it in. You feel it sink into you and begin to kind of eat away at your lungs and insides. Perry, do you take any action?
It wasn't my turn, that was just my held action.
Right. It was Perry, Ragnar went, Damon.
Do it, Raymond.
Get him!
Everybody loves Raymond.
I pull
You're
up the back.
what? It's a cloud!
I get it.
I'd have
my
more
vacuum.
luck attacking a fart. Whip out the dustbuster.
Do you attack the fart?
No, it's not gonna do anything. I don't even know if I'm gonna hit him because I can't see him in there.
Do you take any action?
I don't.
Okay. Oh, it's their turn now.
Both of them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Don't move.
Da-da-da-da-da.
No, don't move.
Oh, no.
Why didn't you move?
You had the option.
Yeah, that was your fault.
Yeah, it is.
Damon, you
Yeah.
take 10 points of damage, and so does Taris. Taris does not heal for 10 points. There we go. Taris is just like, as this is happening, he looks at you, and he says, I feel like we've all made mistakes. This just swarms over him. I need both of you to make a fortitude. Oh, man.
Is that one the fortitude or is that one the reflex?
I'm sorry, reflex, yeah.
You're welcome.
I feel like the heavy armored paladin.
I'm
Rather
made of
before-
reflex.
12.
You die. That's just
I
it.
need to start keeping track of these people.
Okay.
Quick,
Fun.
open
This
all
is
jars.
fun. This is fun. We're having fun.
I don't think I can articulate exactly how much I hate swarms.
I can. Very much so.
Very
Well done.
so.
I was just
Oh,
gonna
I'm
leave
fine.
him behind.
Da 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 da. It swarms over to Perry and Dr. Tone, dealing 11 points of damage to each, and I need a reflex save from both
Out
of
of
you.
curiosity, is this a poison? What kind of damage?
Standard physical.
Yeah. With the melee damage.
It's someone who has resistances.
It's not my fault.
None of your
It is your fault.
No. He opened the first one.
Yeah, and
I
I,
thought they were all
found
safe.
dust.
You know what? I agree with that logic.
You should not lead by
Don't
example.
encourage
I apologize. I also need a fortitude save from everyone
Everyone?
that has taken damage, yes.
How much?
Oh. Terrace, you're what can't hold out.
How much damage did you do us? I'm sorry.
11. 29.
You're fine.
Reflex of a 9. Is the fortitude for poison?
No.
Okay. Then a 11. 12. 12, my lord.
Are you dead?
I came in full health. The only time I've taken damage was the bloodstone.
What did you get? I'm sorry.
12.
For fortitude? As it sinks into you, that smell of decay isn't just in your olfactory senses, it's all up in everywhere. And you are nauseated.
That's like it.
For the duration that you are inside of this cloud.
I got a 23 reflex and a 27 fortitude.
You are fine both ways. As it swarms you and you're just like, no, I don't want it.
28 fort.
You're good. Dr. Tone.
Man, if only somebody had, like, gust of wind.
It's not gonna work on these things. Maybe.
Finish sucking it all in, man.
So you said as long as I'm in the cloud,
Uh-huh.
can I step out of the cloud?
I don't know, can you?
Uh-huh.
I can take a move action.
Uh-huh. Where do you go?
Towards the well. Yeah. The moment I come out, am I unnauseated?
Yes. No. No, you are nauseated for one round after. Sorry.
Okay.
I think you should make a walk.
And then I'm going. So can I then go on the other side of the fountain, away from Ragnar, away from the swarms, where I'm not a good target for them to swarm towards. That is all I can do.
Okay. Top of the initiative, Perry.
So, I'm holding. I aim up and still hit the swarm that I'm in. Technically.
Yes. Technically, it wouldn't hit any of the jars if you did that, so yes.
So I'm holding and 4 points of fire. It reduces each turn. It's the same spell.
Fire Billy?
Fire breath.
But they get a reflex save.
They do. It's 19.
Nat 20. You miss them all. They disperse, you blow through the hole they made, and then they immediately flood back. That drove us. No, you bump into the shelf.
Do you know what? I have to go around and run and close the
I don't
door.
care anymore.
I just go out the door, close it.
Let them fend for
Go on to
themselves.
find another adventure.
Everything's terrible.
Hey, Captain Grath, everything's good. Especially the door to the north. Go in there.
Do you take any of their actions?
No.
There's so much gold
Ragnar.
in there.
No, I'll just leave.
Okay.
Yeah. That's probably something. But one of these jars might have something cool.
Yeah, maybe, but y'all can figure that out. I can't do anything to these things.
Alright, do you take any action?
I do not.
Damon.
Get out of the cloud. And
Attack it. Hit it. Slash it.
Use your shield to wind it away.
I've seen you do that before.
Towards Ragnar.
does that have any effect? If I try and create a wind on it, does it actually move it a little bit?
You can try.
Even if it doesn't, like, move it out of the way?
There's one way to find out.
Give me a strength check.
Okay. 18?
No.
Okay.
It seems like any amount you rolled wouldn't have done it.
You know,
Do you take any actions?
What kind of swarm is this?
Necrophage.
I look around the room for
Dungeoneering check.
anything that might give an indication of how to deal with these.
Yes.
So
A giant vacuum.
That's not gonna help. There's nothing.
Almost
Just the
like if
jars.
you stuffed it in a
Roll me
jar.
perception.
There's a
11.
There's a giant lever that says
Pulling.
In case of necrophage, pull
Break
lever.
glass, yeah.
Showers come down.
Yeah, where's
Acid.
OSHA? Where's the eye wash cleaning station?
OSHA won't be invented for another 1,000 years, unfortunately.
Damn it.
You take
Was
no
it-
actions.
No, I don't. I move as far away from the black cloud as I can. So this way, one more. There you go.
That's a great idea. I know. Ragnar, Damon, and Isaac, you all take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But why? Perry and Isaac,
More reflex and forts.
not yet.
Oh, I just did.
14, you stop it. 14 points of damage. I will now need a reflex save from Isaac and Perry.
26.
You're fine.
I fell.
I need a fortitude save from both of you.
That is a 25.
22.
You good. You good. Did you take damage? Just now? Okay, great. Dr. Tone.
Am I still nauseated?
Yes. Until the end of this round.
Gross.
No, you were nauseated last round, yeah? So, no, you are no longer nauseated.
Can I move to the door?
Oh, yeah.
Hill span and just chuck a bomb at them?
You may.
I'm going to target specifically the tile I was standing on.
Okay.
So the AoE hits the one that he is in as well.
Okay.
I'm technically aiming it for it to explode there, so nat 20 to touch.
Oh, it touches so good.
Oh, yeah. We'll go ahead and call
Can
that a
bombs
critical.
crit?
Well, yes, we'll say it does.
Oh no.
Can we confirm it?
My.
We've never confirmed with magical stuff, have we?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I thought Perry did.
Did you confirm?
Maybe that was something different.
Give me something more nonchalant.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm
feeling generous.
Regular fire bombs, because I'm guessing flesh-eating bombs won't do anything against.
They ain't got no flesh.
So, ooh, I was almost perfect.
11, 12, doubled is 24. Plus 3 is 27. Is it doubled again or 1.5?
They take double damage from area effects.
Okay, so 40, 50, 4.
That's all we had to do. That was lame.
You pull out. Hang on.
How would you like to kill them?
I do have slightly bad news.
Yes.
The other one will only take minimum damage, which is still 6, doubled is 12, doubled again is 24. So the one Perry was under would have only taken 24.
Then you are not out of combat.
Dang
Maybe you should kill it.
No.
Okay.
I was
You have the block
trying
on
to get that out.
You pull out a potion. It's like, and you're like, oh, that one got shook up in the back, and it just boom explodes in mid-air and washes over all of them. The one that had taken damage from Perry previously dissipates into nothingness. Do you take any actions?
Very good. Show me what.
Is it
you
a bonus
got.
action to quaff a potion? Or is it an action to pull out and then...
That's
Yeah.
an action.
Then I really hope this doesn't do a lot of damage when I go to take more damage from the thing.
Oh boy.
A reflex save from the swarm.
Is this swarm?
This one.
23.
2.
2 points of damage?
Yeah.
Oh. That's disappointing.
Please. Can I engineer this thing though?
You may.
Just to know what is eating me alive.
Necrophage.
I mean, but like specifically.
Now if I harvest your heart,
30,
I can
20.
use it to cast both.
27. 27.
This is an advanced form of necrophage, now that you are able to see it.
And taste it.
And taste it, and be one with it. This necrophage is much more terrifying than regular necrophage.
Oh, okay.
But it has some of the same abilities. But I will go ahead and give you base necrophage stats, because it simply is just more powerful and potent. Nothing's different except it's just scarier. Because normally it's a CR1. I will give you 5 questions about necrophage.
Ah, that's okay. I'm just gonna run away.
Okay.
Oh, you killed Tom while you're at it.
I can get to the door.
25.
25, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Run! Do you take an action? Run.
No.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Ragnar.
Nothing.
Okay. Damon.
Out the door. Closing it behind me.
Whoa, ahead, buddy. Whoa, whoa.
As I push him in front of me. Go, 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 go,
That's
go, go,
two
go,
standard
go.
actions.
Whatever.
You can either pull him through or shut the door. Can't do both.
Shut the door. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'll pull him through.
You allow
I'll
this?
allow it.
Okay.
Move out the door. Move out the door. Move out the door.
That's everybody, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to see, like, as soon as it goes
Cast
over the
fireball
threshold,
in the room
it
as
just...
I go out. Opening all the other jars.
Oh.
and then close the door.
This cloud seems to instinctively want a piece of that.
A piece of what?
You know it. That. As it tries to pursue you, after leaving the confines of the room, you see it burst out, trying to swarm around Perry. As Damon grabs you and snatches you out of the room, when it reaches for you, you see it just and turn into a black kind of dust and drop to the ground.
Oh. So there might be things of value in here, right? Potentially.
Yeah.
I spend the next...
Same thing happens in that vial.
22-ish rounds, dumping each thing open with Mage Hand.
Oh, you just flood the room?
Yeah, I'm like...
Roll me a sense motive.
Just, if I know they can't get through the door.
Could I also probably caution him that the necrophage itself may be valuable?
I'm in his ear being like, do it, do it, do it.
It's only a 15.
Only a 15?
Yeah.
I'll say with a 15, you deduce that it may not pursue. So if you dump it out, you may just flood the room with them, and they may just stay there. The only reason it chased you is because it was trying to get to you.
Oh, so if I do one at a time and then stick my foot in and
Let's not
my left
bother
foot
with it.
in, stick my left foot
Come
in.
on, I grab you by the back of your neck, I steer you away. Let's go.
I would say they would have like basic survival instincts.
Leave it alone.
Well, I take the jar out and dump it out
No,
here.
Perrin.
I mean, you could.
Yeah. I do
No,
that.
Perrin.
Yeah, I do that.
No, Perrin.
Is there anything of value within like the first 10 that I can do that with?
Don't make me sling you over my shoulder.
Yes.
Cool.
You do that for 9 jars.
It's like...
Yeah, and the rest of you are subjugated to sit and watch him do that. As Taris goes, I'm here for it. I like this. I like this plan. This is a great plan.
You never know what you're going to find.
You reach for this jar. This one.
Oh, you were so close.
And it does not move.
Interesting.
Um.
And I go with the rest of the room. Are there any other ones that don't move?
So
Also with a perception check, that is the only one that's different from the other ones. There are 3 different types.
Wow.
One of them is inert, one of them has necrophage, and one of them is magical. And there's only one of the magical one.
I go get it.
That's why I asked Damon to roll perception check, because he may have noticed that.
I get it.
What do you get on spellcraft?
10?
Or check for traps.
Like a 29?
His rogue sense would have went up.
Okay.
29.
That's the thing.
But he's not a rogue.
He
29, you say? It's 15 plus the level of the spell.
Yes, sir.
You have no idea what this is.
Huh?
Wait.
That's not right.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Not necessarily on magical items. The caster level can be higher.
Oh, yeah.
So much strong necromancy.
This clay burial jar is designed to hold viscera from a corpse. A creature can spend 10 minutes and make a DC 15 heal check to harvest the intact intestine, liver, lungs, or stomach of any tiny to large corpse and preserve it within the jar. The corpse must be fresh, dead, or no longer than 1 hour. And the animal, dragon, or humanoid type will add 5 pounds to the full jar. Up to 3 times per day, the bearer can gain any of the following abilities that the creature possessed in life for 10 minutes at a value no greater than the creature had. Climb speed, dark vision, up to 60 feet. Resist energy, fly speed, low light vision, scent, or swim speed. Movement abilities are limited to speed of no more than 60 feet, and flight can be no greater than good maneuverability. Energy resistance can be gained in any single energy type the creature was resistant or immune to a maximum of 20 points. By expending the use of the mythic jar, the bearer can instead take the form of the creature for 10 minutes, as if using Alter Self, Beast Shape 2, or Form of the Dragon 2, or Giant Form 1, as appropriate. The bearer resembles the original creature as it appeared in life, as though he were impersonating that creature with a disguise check of 20. To use this jar's abilities, it only has to be carried on the bearer's person. In addition to these properties, the canoptic jar preserves its contents for an indefinite period, similar to gentle repose. The organs are situated remains for resurrection, but insufficient for raised dead.
Is it occupied?
It is not.
We do have a bunch of dragon meat on the
It's been
ship.
more than an hour.
I feel like the ship probably has gentle repose somewhere in there.
It doesn't say that's a caveat. Just says for an hour. Doesn't say anything about decomposing.
Praise?
You may.
Oh, good jar. Holy
Praise,
jar.
not praise.
21?
It's worth 24,000 gold.
Jeez, criminy.
Did the other
Can we just go back now? We have already made back our weight in gold.
I will put my hand on it and give another round.
I thought about the jar. I was like,
Just one?
Just one. Does the door open?
No.
I leave my hand on it.
Problem.
Another one. Does the door open?
No.
I
How
do
many
it again.
rounds does he have to do this until the door opens?
Does the door open?
No.
I do it again.
The door opens.
Man, it's almost like I knew it was 50 hit points.
As you lay your hand on the brooch, and like you're looking at the jar and you're like, ooh, this isn't Ragnar. As you're just going, and it's just like drawing out of you. You're like, Ragnar's having a bad day. He's going through some stuff. The door on the southern side opens, and the brooch removes from the pedestal unhindered.
Oh, thank God. This
Yeah,
thing might
blood
come in
roach.
handy. I put it on.
You're not cursed.
It takes up a neck slot.
Yeah, get cursed by full neck slot.
So that means I remove my other one.
wasn't even that funny.
Oh.
It was the fact that
But it was quick. That's what made it funny.
Uh-huh.
Ish. Funny-ish.
What was your other next slot?
Amulet of natural armor plus 1.
Oh.
So, what is...
I have my tiefling
You
amulet.
can't
Is it
Mr. T
called
necklaces, just hang all the
Blood?
chains around your neck.
Bloodstone amulet.
Bloodstone amulet?
That's what he called it.
Do you have an amulet in natural armor?
Bloodstone yet?
Oh, that's what you said.
No, I said blood brooch.
Blood brooch. You said blood brooch. I don't know why you're listening to me. I don't know.
It's a blood brooch. The brooch is blood.
The only available door is now open.
What can I say but you're welcome?
And
In your head, in Abyssal, you hear, "Thank you."
why did you look to me?
No, it's me looking around, not to you.
Do you speak
Yes.
Abyssal?
Stop being sensitive.
This is fun.
I feel
It's because I'm red, isn't it?
I feel awfully targeted this campaign is all I'm
You
saying.
should.
Apparently. Apparently I did some bad things back in my day.
Some people don't like being dissected.
Or tortured.
I put them back together.
That makes it even worse.
Some people don't like having their soul twisted into a monstrous form. Anyway.
I only did it twice, thank you.
On Tuesday.
Now, the first 20 times when I failed the process, we don't talk about that part.
Oof.
Oh, this rabbit is having problems.
Why would
I'm
you
not
mention
finding
the
it
rabbit?
under blood brooch.
I'm sorry?
I don't find it under blood brooch.
It's a custom made item.
I would love to have a fly on the wall when you ran across that
It will
canoptic jar.
consume
Like,
1
ooh,
point of
this be
bleed per round,
fun.
up to 5.
The canoptic jar is real. It
Yeah.
is in the thing.
Yeah.
All of that though, that was me.
Yeah.
Because you're mildly sadistic sometimes.
What's the
This is what I
range?
see when I close my eyes. You think I want to be this way?
When you receive bleed damage.
When anyone within...
Oh, was it
Yeah,
range?
yeah.
Oh.
So he doesn't have to be bleeding. If someone around him has bleed damage, not necessarily enemies.
But bleed specifically.
Yes, bleed damage, not just damage.
That would be kind of silly.
Be a neat rogue thing.
I'm not a rogue.
What's the range?
You keep telling yourself that.
You're not completely a rogue.
Right.
What's the range?
30 feet.
30.
On my map, I'm kind of detailing, like, what loot we know is there. Like, this is here, this is here.
Well, so far it's been room, stairs, this room, that room. and this
Correct.
room. Yeah.
But, like, I'm kind of noting down, like, this is the loot we found.
Mhm.
Because I'm going to give this to the captain.
Oh, you're just gonna straight up give him all the loot?
Well, no. I'm totaling up to 50,000. And then after 50,000, we'll kind of discuss from there.
That's not what the. That,
On
that's
the-
not how that worked.
On
It was divided equally among the crew, equally. And then if
No,
we would
it's-
have a bonus because we're the ones doing it, so our value might be like 5%.
If you present him with something that's worth 50,000, he'll divvy it among the crew and then give you a cut.
we might get
And then from
2,000
that,
out
you
of
can try to pay
it.
your debt.
Yeah.
on to the next.
He's a captain, but first and foremost, he's a man of business.
Through the door.
Southern door.
I trust him completely.
Alvar.
Opening the door, that same marble floor, marble walls, kind of. This is a very low hanging ceiling, though. Only about 10 feet high, where the rest of them have been a little higher than that. This hallway extends out for about 100 feet and is narrow, only 10 feet wide, with an identical door at the far side. In the center of this long hallway, there are no distinguishing markings until you get to the 50-foot mark, and there seems to be some kind of glyph carved into the wall.
Spellcraft?
You
C. R. Can I do? Alright.
you
Hey.
walk in.
Well, I'm asking, like, is it a spellcraft?
It would be a spellcraft to identify what it is.
31.
31. You start heading over towards the glyph. What do the rest of y'all do while he's doing that?
My senses think.
You step into the room.
Like, or yeah.
When stepping into the room, it does. Go ahead and roll me that.
That was weird. I didn't even roll. 27.
Seems fine.
Sorry. 30.
37?
Yeah.
It's a pretty crucial conjunction.
I can't math. 25? Yeah, 37.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you step in, you stop. Looking over at the door has an automatic locking mechanism where it will shut and with an arcane lock itself. Looking at that and then looking to the floor, you see that there are very faint scratch marks where that lead from the wall in its entire length to the wall that has the glyph.
Is there a way to disable this
There is, yes.
from my perspective?
Well, yeah. Yeah, you've identified it.
I will disable
Yeah, it is a mechanically triggered, or I'm sorry, it is a magically triggered trap, but it is a mechanical trap,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
It does.
I will attempt to disable.
You may.
I put a bomb under the wall.
Can I get a reroll on that?
Is it ours or your turn?
31?
Yeah.
You kind of look it over and you begin fiddling with it. You step into the room. What are the rest of you?
Technically 33 with my ropes. Masterwork.
That matters.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm watching, but there's no way.
Yeah, if
that
he
I can
stops,
assist.
I don't enter.
You see me pull out a masterwork.
Tayrus is like,
Yeah, it's kind of that. Just like, oh, I'm gonna let him do his.
you step over to the glyph?
I step up. I would have to pass barrier, right?
Yes. No, you went first.
Okay.
Looking at the glyph, I will need you to roll me a will save.
9.
You stop, you look at the glyph, you tilt your head, and you are fascinated with this glyph. You cannot look away. Once you lay eyes on it, you kind of tilt your head and you just focus on it. When he does, the door immediately shuts, locking you two inside, and the wall begins to and move, and we will pick it up there next time. Thank you very much for joining us, adventurers. Remember that this has been a good day of die. See you.